ecological issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Alright, well, somebody in the other chat room tonight, I'm not going to say which chat room, said, well, people don't want to support emo because he wears diapers. Right? They don't want to support, maybe if he'll drop his diaper habit, people will support him. Well, look, idiot, I wear diapers for a medical condition. That's why they're now paid from the state through It's a medical condition. Therefore, I will never stop wearing them. And if that's why you won't support me, you're an asshole. Because I don't need your money to buy fucking diapers. When the state does it. Got it? Good.
Bang, let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube!
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my trailer again! You will be banned!
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, blokes, laid up your tokes. There it is. Isn't it beautiful, folks? There it is. This year's Golden Lcow 2023 award. Waiting for a new home, folks. I am so excited. I do apologize for a bit of the glare, but it's its magnificence, its majesty. Who will be the winner? Who will showcase this prestigious, coveted award? Proudly display it as a centerpiece in their living room / attic / basement, whatever the case may be. Folks, thank you for joining me this evening. The time is growing nigh where we have to make some hard decisions on this, but for tonight, we're just gonna have some fun. It's all killer, no filler. Let me tell you, I trimmed the fat this week. I know some will be disappointed. There's no Tila. Speaking of lesser cows, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I was watching a live stream somewhere and they were covering this teddy bear guy for whatever reason. I have no idea what's going on there, but anyways, him and some other dude were doing some live stream talking, and Nick Bravo actually showed up, and I guess just showed up to tell them they're all scumbags. But yeah, so I mean he's around. But, you know, I will say he is the smartest of the cows as far as, like, just learning to keep his fucking distance, right? So, you know, good on him. But, yeah, he is around. But, folks, tonight we got lots of Von Helton. We got a couple things. He actually went live tonight, so if we have time, maybe we'll check some of that out. As I mentioned last time, we watched the first part of their response to some video Brett Keane made about transgenders. I mean, oh, God, I couldn't think of it more things in that sentence I have, like, absolutely zero interest in. Like, anyways. But we're going to check some of that out. I'm sure John and Vaughn have some great insight on the situation we can check out, as well as a morning coffee by Vaughn, which all these videos, I think, tonight, I haven't even watched. So if any of them suck, blame Lusty. She did have a recommendation in there, so we'll see how that goes. I threw someone new in there, too, that some of you know, just because it uploaded literally, like, 40 minutes or an hour before I went live. We got Rev, at least as far as I know, in a video. The ongoing saga with GMAN, it continues. And we got some Targeted Citizen. He's actually got a long one. It's like 34 minutes. But you know what? We're not going to sit through all of that. We'll just catch up, we'll skim through, and we'll move right along and get to the good stuff. Folks, we have a Mead update. Surprise, surprise. If you're going to make something that needs to ferment, probably making it with things that'll spoil, like dairy products, is not a good idea. Cobra kind of clued into the lesson and literally guzzles the whole jug of his eggnog, chocolate milk, honey, and sugar mead mix. And yeast, by the way. So that's in there too. I don't want to give everything away. I just want to get right into it, folks. I got the Heine behind the cow, not a sponsor. The cow is the showcase. I'm going to drink off camera right from the teat. That's how we do it. Here it goes. Oh, yeah. All right, let's do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get this party started. And you know how we get this party started, folks. Please thumbs it up. All that good stuff. Cheer.
Lokes. Keep doing it well. Everything is mine. With the things. Past, present, future. I own the world. All so hard. Be it Lokes. Lokes, 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 be, doing it well, Lokes, 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 how, be, Lokes, kill, Lokes, this right, everything, how, be, Lokes, how, does, Lokes, do it well, be, Lokes, women, in, Lokes, how does, be, everything, knock out, be, Lokes. Much love to the fans, much love to the women.
We'll be right back.
Now, wait a
after
minute.
these messages.
I usually don't comment on the Lcow, but I kind of feel robbed there. I don't think he really put a lot of effort into that one. I mean, usually there's a little bit more for the women, for the fans. Lcow is the best. He's Hollywood. He's Jesus Christ. He's Luke Perry. Like, there's a lot more of that. I feel that, I don't know, I feel a little robbed, to be honest, there with that one, folks. Anyways.
Hey guys, Strip Hill on the most targeted citizen. I want you to look over my shoulder. You see my shoulder? And I'm going to zoom in for you. And I'm going to show you what I'm looking at here. You see that right there? You see it? Let me see if I can get the camera cleaned off a little bit. It's a little froggy because it's really cold out here. You see that way out there? It's blinking. It's really blinky, okay? I'm going to tell you where I'm at. If you will Google Food Line in Hildebrand, North Carolina. Food Line, Hildebrand, North Carolina. That thing is blinky. See, stars don't blink like that. And planes don't blink like that. I can definitively see 3 lights on it. Red, blue, and white. Let me show you the Food Line because nobody believes what I say because I lie all the time. That's Food Line right there. It's literally right behind Food Line. There's Food Line. Right there's the drone. Now you're going to see that thing follow me all the way down the road. And when I go to turn on my road, I'm going to take a left and you're going to see it cross the road with me. So if I'm pointed in this direction, that's towards Interstate 40. 40 runs east to west. Right? Right? So you see it. It's blinking red and blue. See it? Red and blue. So when you see me go down the road, it's going to cross the road and drive all the way up, and it's going to be right in front of my house by the time I get home. Are you listening to me? It's going to be in front of my house. Now listen, statistically, it is impossible for, if it was a star, it would be impossible for it to be in front of my home if it's right now behind Food Line. My home is that direction and down. My home was diagonally down there. That direction. You keep going straight that way where I'm pointing. Now I'm going to turn back around to the drone. This is the drone. Okay? My home is that way. So it's got to cross over this road right here. Highway 70 in Hickory, North Carolina. It has to cross over that road to get to my house, and it'll be in front of my house. For all you people say, oh, it's a star, it's Jupiter, it's Venus, it's Pluto. Here's the other real bright drone. See that one? See it? That'll be directly over my head as always. And this is what people don't understand. I mean, they do. The trolls will attack no matter what. I've shown you proof. I bought a telescope. I bought a freaking telescope. And the telescope, you know why you couldn't get the drones inside with the telescope? Because they're too close. They're too close. Now they're just you're just not important enough to be followed. Well, I wish I wasn't important enough to be followed by the deep state of this corrupt communist government that runs America. So here we go. You ready to go? I don't miss anything about YouTube. I do not miss it one solitary bit. There it is. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna take a ride. Here we go. On the road again. I just can't wait. And there's one right directly in front of me too. See, that was the one in front of me. But here's the one that we're focusing on right now. If I can get on it, can I get on it? Where's it at? There it is. Okay, I got it. So here we go. It's no longer behind Food Line now. It's going down the road. Remember, it keeps the exact same distance from me. See, you can see the colors now. You see the colors blinking? You saw it. I saw it on the screen. Blue and red make what? Green. I saw it on the screen. See, there's the one directly in front of me. There's that one in front of me. But this is the bright one that stays off to the side. Okay? Remember? I mean, I've proven this 1,000 times, and you idiots don't want to believe it. That's fine. You can just keep being an idiot. But I'm the only one. I'm one of the very, very few that have proven my point. That have proven about the drones following me relentlessly. I'm one of the very few. I was the first. I was the first one to use flight logs to prove I was being followed by airplanes. I was the first one to use the flight logs. I was the only one that went to the supposed flight training company and approached them. I was the only one to interview a pilot for that same flight training company. I'm the one. I'm the innovator. I'm the one doing it. I'm the one doing the work. I'm the one that's been doing the work. See it? My finger is holding steady against the rearview mirror in her car, okay? So my hand is not moving. So as you see it surge back and forth, I'm doing the same speed the entire time. It is surging. I am not surging. As it goes back and forth, it goes forward and backwards. It'll speed up forward and it'll slow down. Speed up forward and slow down. Here, let me move my hand one more time and see if I can get focused in. I'm gonna get a dang drunk driving ticket if I don't be careful. I gotta get focused back in again. I can't find it. Where's it at? There it is. Okay, I got it back in now. That's hard to do. That's hard to hold. Dang it, I can't do it.
Yeah, just remember, folks, while he's doing all this, he's actually operating a motor vehicle, with other citizens out on the road, right?
Okay, I got it in again. See, it's a shame in this world you can't even get somebody to ride with you to record this insanity. Because people are that terrified. People are that terrified that they're going to get put on the same program as me. There it is, right in front of me. There, I got it again. Dadgummit, I can't keep it in focus. Focus, Daniel-san. Your focus needs more focus. Your focus needs more focus. Alright, I got it in check again. Still there, surging back and forth. You ready for it? Getting ready to turn here directly. The other one's right out in front of it. Oh, there's three. Okay, that's right. Three of them going out in front of me. Where's it at? Lost it again. It's in the sky. I just can't keep up with it. It's hard to hold it and move it and hold it and move it. Notice I can't ever get closer to it. It's no longer behind Food Line. How'd that happen? Did you see the blue that time? I saw it on the camera. Watch this. Watch what's going to happen now. Watch what's going to happen now. For all you unbelievers. Keep coming. Watch this. Watch this. Now I'm going to take a left. Here comes the piggy. Turning around on me. Here it comes. They flying up fast. Red law enforcement hauling up on my ass. Let's see how this works out. Gonna be an idiot. Come on. Law enforcement right on my tail. They've been hard and heavy. Anytime a Democrat gets into office, then they start hiring more police officers. Happens every time. Now the blue lights have come on since I put my turn signal on. Gonna follow me home. freaking pricks. I hate cops.
Well, they thought it was the Democrats that wanted to defund all the police and so I don't know. Anyways, let's skip ahead a bit. I think we get the gist of this.
Right there. It's already came that far up the hill. As far as I walked is how far up the hill it's come.
Well, it's walking now.
Watch this. See, I got my facial gear on now. Let me see if I can shrink this up some. Yeah, see? I'm hunting. What are you hunting? I'm hunting pigs. Look at here. Look how bright that thing is. Let me pull my ganger out so I can... You see the colors? Blue, white, and green. It is literally... You saw the red right then, didn't you? Blue, white, green, and red. See? It's blinking red. And it's not that it wasn't blinking red before. It's just, it's on the other side of it. It's on the other side of it. See? There's the red again. And see, there's a plane that just went around it. There's a plane. Look at the plane going by it. See it? See? That's what happens when it's a plane moving by. See it? What do I know? Conspiracy Underground. Ain't he a moron? Conspiracy Underground says, I went to the gun range and I shot my ammo there. Who wants to talk politics? I should have went live, huh? Because law enforcement does nothing but rob from the poor. Because guess what? When you're rich, there is no consequence. There's no consequences. All elections. Postpone them all and say, listen, we're at war. We have elections. Now, if I was trying to hide, he wouldn't see me. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, there it is. Man, I should have talked to him. I should have got him to come out. He would have talked to me. Dadgummit it. I should have got him to come on out here because I'd went inside and I'd have got my rifle out with my big old scope on it and said, here you go. Look at that. Look at that. Because it would zoom straight on into that bad boy. Let me get this junk out of the back of her car. My daughter went and bought her a new car the other day because hers has been boogering up. Went and paid $10,000 cash for a really nice Ford Explorer. I'm so far out of the car market because ain't no point. I've never went. You know, some people go to the car lot and test drive cars for fun. I don't think I've ever test driven a car at a car lot. Oh goodness. Tina's phone, and I'll use it as the compass. Live. I'll use it as a compass with my Onyx, and I point at that drone where it's at in the sky, and I'll walk up to the road, and I'll point back at it with the compass, and you'll see that's not a planet, that's not a star, it's not a plane, it's not a satellite, people. It's not, satellites don't move back and forth, front and back with you. That drone right there is literally on the next block over. The next block over. So, it's barking ass dog. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees the drone. Do I need to... Here, let me do it again. There it is, right there in the trees. As bright can be. Blue, green, and red, and white. See ya.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Can you help me? I just walked in my house. Now, you're not going to see anything. I walked in my house and immediately upon getting home, I fell into spiritual warfare. I walked in my door. I'm asking you to tell me, what is this entity? Because I don't know what it is. All right. So I walked in and standing right in this hallway, right there, about the top of my ceiling, up here, right? So I'm 5'6" with my arm raised straight up, about that tall, about to ceiling. It looked like a tall man with a long beard, a long mustache, and like a long gray cloak, like an old shepherd with a staff sort of guy. But take away the staff, but it looked like a really tall, old, aging, stiff man. Almost like when you've seen a petrified giant, their face, the long face. Do you know what the name of that entity is that I'm trying to explain? If so, please comment below. Because I'm in spiritual warfare and I'd like to know what it is I'm looking at because never seen it before. And I just need to make sure that all the prayers that I said, whether it be for astral travelers doing magic against people doing magic against me, or an entity itself deciding to attack me. Can you help me out? It's tall. It looks like a gray statue. Really old man, really, you know how I'm so skinny, I'm haggard looking, and my skin's wrinkly because it should be filled out with fat. Like that. Thanks for your time. Again, I will be looking for comments. I really appreciate it. Happy Shabbat Shalom.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Folks, the Big Iced Tea taste test is history, and the clear winner is...
Kratom tea. Kratom tea.
Gotta be this red blend makes it taste so good.
See how satisfying iced tea can taste.
I'm gonna drink it down, funky town. Kratom. So I took that eggnog chocolate milk mead and I strained it into a jar several days before I was going to do it. Upon doing some research, because of all the dairy and the eggnog and the chocolate milk, if that shit spoils while it's in the fridge, then it's going to end up making people really sick, and it probably wouldn't make for the best wine. So I took the strainer and I poured all the liquid out. I'm washing the other jar as we speak. It is what it is. And here's what I got left out of that liquid. Next time I go to make a homemade mead, it's not going to be with anything dairy related. You know, it is what it is, tubes. But I hope you're all having a badass Thursday. Just hanging out, just waiting for that money from Etsy to come in. It's tasty. I ain't gonna let it go to waste. Instead of pouring it down the drain, I'm gonna drink it before it spoils.
Waste not, want not.
I can taste the honey in there. So it was in there for like, putting it in the fridge can also kill your yeast. So I don't know, man. But it's a tasty little drink. It's probably not going to get me drunk, but I'm not letting it go to waste. Killing sickos is dope.
I need GMAN. Someone get a hold of GMAN now.
2BN323 donated $5 through Super Chat. Instead of Gandalf the Grey, she was seeing Stinky the Brown.
Yikes, yikes. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Folks.
But does it taste like mead?
I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm going to take a wild guess here that it tastes like eggnog, chocolate milk, a shit ton of sugar, and a little bit of honey. I think that's probably what it tastes like. Nothing like mead. Because, you know, the only thing that has in common with mead is, like, you know, water and honey.
So if you're gonna
some
add
yeast.
mead or eggnog to your mead, I would just suggest either drinking them separately or, like, making, like, a peppermint mead or some shit like that. Which you could probably do. Some peppermint extract. some minty chocolates, some water, sugar, honey, some of those 100 proof peppermint schnapps, and let it ferment. Adding alcohol to fermenting alcohol probably make it stronger, no idea. It is what it is, Cobra fam. More money in before I make my next batch of mead. Soda pop, you know, and then when that's done fermenting, you pour that over some vanilla ice cream, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I mean, that in theory would be a lot better than just straight up putting dairy in your mead and then trying to ferment it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Or, you know what I'm saying? If you want alcohol-infused eggnog, then I'd just recommend getting some Evan Williams eggnog. It comes out around this time of year. Easy enough. That, or you just take your favorite eggnog and mix it with something, you know. This, probably not the smoothest idea I've had. King retarded. They need help. The only thing that's sadder than losing my puff would be my trolls' lives. And I do hope Puff comes back. Right now he's going to be burrowed underground, staying warm, because that's what bearded dragons do. If I don't get Puff back, I'm going to be incredibly sad, of course. Like, I'm doing everything I can in my power to stay calm and, you know, the picture on the front is me that I used. You can make homemade eggnog and then add booze to it. That's the only way to do it, I guess. Rates able to spoil before fermenting into something delicious. So, yeah. Have any luck with that? But I may just have to make something different then instead before it spoils. Regardless, YouTube, I want to keep coming up with crazy new meat flavors. So it is what it is. Catch you later.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yep, got the prop off.
Are you gonna swing it out?
I'm just going to chuck it out the window and see what happens. And we're going to chuck this thing like a football. Oop, it fell down.
Did you
maybe you like other boys instead of girls. And they boy historically have always questioned about their gender when they're a little kid. Okay. Boys
So we saw the YouTube side of this. This is them Rumble. Might be some overlap. Trigger warning because they're on Rumble. They're unfettered. This is Vaughn and John. So I don't know. I haven't watched this because I really don't care their opinion on the matter. But I'm sure they're going to say some crazy shit. Or maybe some shit you agree with. I really don't care. But let's pick it up here, folks. So they're reviewing a Brett Keane video about transgenders or something.
Example, they'll say girls have cooties. You know, that doesn't mean the boy's gay, you dumb motherfuckers. It just means that he's just being a typical boy. That was a typical boy. I did it. Every other boy I knew that my age, they did it. It was just normal. Okay. It was fucking normal. But see, you get these fucking liberal ass leftist pieces of shit. They get these kids that, oh, well, Johnny, you know, if you think women have cooties, maybe you're gay. Maybe you like men and maybe you like other boys instead of girls. And they take them aside away from their parents or away from the guardian.
They're planting seeds in their head.
And they plant that seed in their head. Right. They plant that seed in their head. And then the boys grow up and thinking they're gay when they're not even fucking gay. Yeah. It's all bullshit. And that's all it is bullshit. And like I said, I've got a doctor on video with white paper, peer-reviewed fucking documentation to back her ass up that it's all bullshit. And it is. Now, that's not to say that normal homosexuality might not be a thing. There might be a thing. I mean, I think there's like a chemical imbalance or something.
He's got it figured out, folks. I don't know. I hear this sometimes. I don't know if you can think you're gay. I don't know because I'm not gay. I just know I'm not gay because I'm attracted to women. But I don't think I could just think that I'm gay. I think it's either you're attracted or you're not. I think. I don't know. According to Vaughn, you can just convince someone they're gay. Maybe he knows from personal experience. I don't know.
Shit. You know, that might be a thing. But as far as all this transgenderism shit and preaching to our little kids, all this bullshit, no, that is not good. That is not good at all. I will never sit still for it. I will never accept it. And the gods don't like that shit either. Trust me.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't harm little children, okay? You don't fucking do
that.
Well,
I think that's where average people and real people just draw the line there. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but once you start fucking abusing kids about it, I think that's where it ends. I think that's where
don't bring the kids into that shit. You want to
leave the kids alone.
You want to,
like I said, man,
fucking head with that shit.
A lot of people end up being part of the pedophile community, if you know what I mean.
Well, see that that's actually
the line between LGBTQ and pedophilia.
Well, see, that's a good point to bring up because once you fuck their mind all up, they were like, well, hey, what limits do I have? I apparently have no limits. And so then they just go out and do whatever the fuck they want, killing people, raping people, molesting people, harming little children, because, hey, I've been told there's no fucking limits. Right? I mean, they're told that. They're actually fucking told that shit. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to go out and do whatever the fuck they want, which, you know.
Well, they're nihilists. They don't believe in limits. They have no morality, no ethics, no values. Correct. So they're going to leave a carnage, a trail right behind them.
They'll leave a trail of death and
destroy everything that you can possibly see. So that's basically, before we even watched the video, Brett, we already know it. You know what I mean? We're even slamming it down. Now, I'm a little worried here, Brett, because it is a Rumble video. So I don't know how rough you get. Can we watch the video on YouTube? Is this YouTube safe? That's what I want to know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
It's probably not.
So what we'll do then, if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and give everyone the link here.
Give everyone the link to Rumble because YouTube is looking for any fucking excuse they can to go after conservatives.
Right.
And you know it, and so do I. So yeah, it's better to just fucking.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead. You go do what you got to do. By the time we get back, we're going to be on Rumble. I also want to thank my lovely wife for this nice hat. She brought me home a hat. This is like the hat that Al-Qaeda uses, Taliban. I don't know. I think it looks like the hat the Taliban wears. I told my wife to pick up the hat the Taliban wears, and this is what she brought me. It looks pretty cool. It looks like a cross between like a chef's hat and like one of those paperboy hats. It's pretty cool. I like it. I don't know. I don't know if it fits my type of personality and my look, but I like it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you get? Am I sexy in the hat or what? What do you think? Am I sexy? I think so. I think it's a pretty good looking hat. But that being said, we're going to go jump over to Rumble. I'm going to throw the link out there. GishLaJohn@gmail.com.
That they're hated on in society, and it's the reason why they attack Christians and religious people and people of all over for getting their pronouns wrong, misgendering them, and all these different things, and how they lose opportunities and jobs due to being a transgender. Let's find out if that is true. Let's take a listen to this investigation that was done into this.
And Brett's being sarcastic.
Sorry Wilson has just donated $2. It's funny how Vaughn is suddenly anti-trans, when not so long ago Vaughn was pro-trans when he was thirsting after Will Kincaid's friend Low, claiming that he as a pagan was totally in favor of trans rights.
Well, what about Ms. Parker? That whole situation. John and Vaughn, both of them were pretty hot to try when, well, we'll just leave it there. Thank you very much, Wilson. Thank you very much.
Fantastic for those who watch it.
Bound to be, yeah. Bound to be.
Yeah, all those poor innocent atheists, you know.
Oh yeah, the poor innocent atheists.
Us and find out if there's any facts or truth to back it up.
November 20th was Trans Day of Remembrance. For those of you who don't know, Trans Day of Remembrance is an international annual observance to commemorate the lives lost to anti-transgender violence. In addition to hashtags.
Oh, and by the way, on Trans International Day, a fucking transgender went to a place. What was it? A school and shot up a bunch of white people because that's what they were targeting, a bunch of white ass motherfuckers. Yep. So, oh yeah, poor trans.
Hold up for just for a sec, just because of context. Just because of context, but bear with me here, people, because it was just brought up. I wanna. So if you go to my channel, I put up a bunch of shorts. I'm gonna do another batch here probably sometime soon. But I put up actually the interaction between Ms. Parker and Von Helton as a short with the "Show me your genitals." So this is. I just won't put this.
You know, do not talk about my penis. So.
Is it real or is it not?
Let's just don't talk about it. It's not for you to talk about.
Let's end this right now. Are you really trans or are you just fucking?
Don't talk about my penis.
Are you fucking with me or are you really trans? It's a simple question.
Do you want to see my genitals?
Yes.
I gotta
provided
go.
They're female,
I'm out.
Provided, Bye, provided they're female, of course.
Bye. You know, do not talk about my penis. So. Okay.
Is it real or is it not?
Just don't talk about it. It's not for you to talk about.
Let's end this right now. Are you really trans or are you just fucking?
Don't talk about my penis.
Are you fucking with me or are you really trans? It's a simple question.
Do you want to see my genitals?
Yes.
I gotta
provided
go.
They're female,
I'm out.
Provided,
Bye, Vaughn.
Provided they're
Okay.
female, of course.
Bye.
So, folks, I'm just saying.
People on Trans International Remembrance Day.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
get and the manifesto, by the way, which was leaked by Stephen Crowder, was censored by YouTube. YouTube censoring again because they don't want us to know what is actually going on. And not only YouTube censoring, but Google and the search engines censoring people that talk about it. So
at every opportunity.
Hey, I thought it was so much. I mean, all those hateful,
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If it's legit, then it should be open to criticism, right? So if it's not open to criticism, is it legit? No, it can't be, because if it was legit, it would be open to criticism. You get it?
No.
So I mean, think about it logically and critically. Okay, if it's a legitimate thing, whatever it may be, then it should be open to criticism because it'll be able to stand on its own merits, right? Yeah.
We have a saying here in the States. We have a saying called bad optics. When you start censoring people, it gives off something called bad optics. It doesn't look good.
Right.
It doesn't look good when you're trying to censor people that are looking into something.
That's right.
Then it makes them want to look into it even more.
It's trending all week to remember all the so-called targeted hate crimes against transgender people across the globe. politicians like Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau took to social media to offer condolences for all the lives lost to hate. In a post met with intense mockery, he wrote, "Transphobia is unacceptable. Today we remember those whose lives have been taken because of this hate, and we recommit to making sure that everyone can be who they are, openly and proudly, without fear. Hashtag Trans Day of Remembrance." The only problem is, there haven't been any trans people murdered because of their so-called gender identity in North America at all in recent years. And that's if we look at the data from trans activists themselves. For example, the Human Rights Commission releases a list of transgender people killed in the United States every single year. While it doesn't explicitly claim that all these lives were lost in hate crimes, it heavily implies
Let's skip ahead a little bit because I really don't care about this. I just want to hear Vaughn and John say stupid shit.
it and makes every effort. So now we're up to 3-0.
But you got to be more tolerant, but you know. It's
Yeah,
like
we got to be more
intolerance against Muslims.
Is it?
Well, it's just like the Biden administration on October 7th when you had people fucking paragliding into a fucking concert and just mowing down people because of their religious persuasion, that being Jewish of all. And then you got fucking Kamala Harris making a public statement saying, "Well, we gotta stop Muslim hate." I mean, you want to talk about tone deaf?
We gotta stop Muslim hate. What planet is she on?
What planet is she on?
What planet
all
is she on?
All that Muslim hate crime that's taking place.
All that Muslim hate, buddy.
Muslims themselves, you mean?
So remember, John is a Muslim. I think he forgets that sometimes, but he's actually claiming to be a Muslim. He's wearing a Taliban hat, folks.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
I'm not aware of any Muslim hate. None. Zero.
But you got to be more tolerant. But it's like
we got to be more
intolerance against Muslims.
Vaughn's channel years ago was literally taken off YouTube because of Muslim hate. I'm just saying.
I don't get it. I mean, we have videos of fucking people in a library, Jews in a library, fucking being hunted and get people banging down the door to get them because Muslims are just so oppressed. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Sammy?
Well, Holland after October 7th had their elections, and that Geert Wilders
won. Yeah, isn't that great?
They said that the linchpin was what happened in Israel, that the Dutch just lost all patience with putting up with Islamic fundamentalism in their country.
Well, the Islamic fundamentalism wants to take over their country. I mean, would you want your...
I don't want to listen to Sammy. If he talks, I'm just going to skip through Sammy. I'm sure no one cares.
Netherlands is this is a real statistic, and he was talking. Nert Williams, the guy that won, was talking about it. What's his name? Nert
Williams. They said that he had 10% support, and after the October.
Right. I mean, obviously, you're threatening the person who's running the store.
Yes, if it's in your hand.
I mean, I was watching this news story, what I was talking about, and he was attacking the customers as well.
Yeah,
he was robbing the customers, not only the store owner, but he was attacking everyone in the fucking store.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the store owner was saving not only his life, but
I
the lives of his customers.
the fact that he was going after other people is probably the only reason a store owner ain't in jail right now.
Right, yeah.
Because if he hadn't have done that, the store owner would probably be in jail. Because it'd been his word against the criminal's word, and these motherfucking goddamn leftist.
Oh, you know what? You want the cherry on the top of the cherry on the top of this news story was
what?
The guy that was robbing the store. His brother did an interview, and with the newscaster, and he goes, "Well, I know my brother was robbing the store, but that doesn't mean you got to kill him."
He went in here with a gun. Out in the open, ready to fire. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's one thing if you got it in a holster on your hip and you're not intending to do no harm to anybody. That's one thing. But when you got it out and you're pointing it at people and you're, literally robbing people with it, that's a whole different can of worms. The owner was well justified in what he did. But see, like I said, you got these leftist liberal judges that Obama appointed that run roughshod over the law, run roughshod over common sense, run roughshod over anything that makes sense. And, you know, they side with the criminal, they side with the perpetrator almost all the time.
Always. Yeah.
And it's horrible, and it needs to stop. Like I said, we need common fucking sense brought back to this country badly.
Well, it's coming.
Yeah, it is coming.
You know, it's coming because, again, I always harp on the thing. I always like to harp the issue. I always like to harp on.
Oh, Sammy, I've got a video I want you to hear, and let me set it up.
In the meantime, I'm referring to the cover up of a UBS bank in Switzerland,
right,
having facing insolvency and also failure, and that's a major systemic bank.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. Banks don't fail. When a bank fails, that just means Rothschild wants all your money. That's all that means.
Yeah, but it's their excuse. It's the shadow banking system in China is also teetering, and they cover that up. They don't have news reports on this. There's a cover up going on. They're ignoring the stories being unfolding that are very, very sort of
yeah, everything's coming full circle. Let me it says there's about 2 minutes left of this video. Let me see what Brett has left to say, and then we'll play Von's video. Von has a video he wants to play, so let's see. Let's go ahead and look. All right, looks like the end of the video.
Apologetics for it. That's it.
A prophet. I'm not giving you any prophecies here. I'm just describing to you a divine formula. The chosen people,
just like Michael Rappaport, and then all of a sudden he's in the first high.
Kedusha, you also have darkness. You also have Tameh. Yes, emporium.
It always implies the darkness. Yeah,
it always implies the darkness. So yes, you have the hidden sparks in the universe, but it also brings within the klippah. Yeah. And so you're also going to have, you know, the same the Ein Sof. The opposite of God, the back of thing. That's how you move forward a country.
That's how they do something in favor of the struggle of the Jewish people. Synthetic, artificial.
That at the end of the day,
I'm sorry, but you're way
academic. Let's talk about historicity. Let's talk about theology. Let's talk about Judaism. Let's talk about, you know, something that actually can bring something to the conversation. Just saying that Jesus is the Messiah doesn't do anything for anyone here. It doesn't provide any sort of meaningful conversation. That's all I was wanting to say.
And so the Catholic Church kept trying these different methods, and then they finally settled on the Jesus character, and it seemed to work. So,
but it was a natural progression of events and wars and necessity, sort of like pragmatic events. If you study the history, that created Christianity, that created the hodgepodge Frankenstein influences from so many different cultures and religions. And you know, the name Mithra had I remember the Hindu name. The name is saying to me in America.
Well, exactly.
With America falling apart, he likes to because of his secular. They weren't there making history.
Okay,
and everything is in the puzzle. All the pieces of the puzzle are falling into place, and they know that they are in a.
It's the liberals. It's the atheists, Jews. I can't handle Sammy. I got more Von Helm though, so stick around. We'll check out some more Von Helm. But yeah, it's whenever Sammy's there, I know wherever I hit, it's gonna be him fucking blabbering on. And of course, John was displaying his I can't even speak. Never mind.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You've got dumps for days.
What is that? Is that all fucking dirty diapers that were changed? Is that all fucking dirty diapers? Is that what that fucking is?
A heavy load calls for a heavy-duty diaper.
Oh no!
Oops, I shitted myself has got you covered.
I just shitted myself.
I only use Oops, I Shitted Myself diapers. I get angry a lot and produce heavy, shitty loads for days. And Oops, I Shitted Myself is the only diaper that can hold all that shit.
Take those massive shits in confidence with Leak Guard 3.0.
I just farted that out in my food.
Oops, I shitted myself. Taking loads with care and confidence.
Therefore, I will never stop wearing them. And if that's why you won't support me, you're an asshole. Because I don't need your money to buy fucking diapers when the state does it. Got it? Good.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, folks, we got a tobacco situation, the finest quality in all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Sprinkle that tobacco, click it up, and then you've got yourself a Red Rollies.
It's a Rev Roller right there. It's a perfect cigarette.
Let's check out some individual reviews. Don't forget to drink plenty of water.
Get behind me, Satan.
Red Rollies.
No!
Hey guys, what's up? I ain't gonna wait for people to come in or nothing. Alright. So I got a little bedtime story for you. Because apparently it's out there with people going.
So they're getting money from somewhere, donation something, because they're stoking on those ain't cigarettes, they ain't they're Rev Rollies of a different sort, I think. And on their Instagram, because I do check out their Instagram, I think it was just tonight, Shani put up a picture of some fucking mushroom infused gummies. So they're tripping on mushroom gummies tonight. So keep your eye open. Maybe they'll go live, but yeah, good times are here again, folks.
Hey, wait a minute, Shani. Why? Wait a minute. Hey, Rev, why didn't you tell Shani to apologize to GMAN because this? She's the one that started this. So let's have a little bedtime story and tell you the truth. Because if you're going to anybody. If you're going to him for your truth about what happened, you're not going to get it. Hi, Gucci trolls. So, let's go back. How long ago was this now? Shit, time is flying at this point. I don't know. Let's say it's a year ago. Let's say it's that. It's probably a little over a year ago, maybe. I don't know. Time is going so crazy right now. It don't matter. We were in the hotel. That's all I really need to tell you in terms of the time. We were in the hotel, and yeah, G-Man was providing money for us to be in the hotel, which we appreciated. It's a shit hotel. It was filled with drug dealers and shit, and it was horrible. But it was a roof. So we're there, and I guess Shani pulls up YouTube, see what's going on. And G-Man had done a video about burnt toast. And if you don't know who that is, don't even worry about it. It's another YouTube reaction channel that takes the piss on me and Shani. So, sorry. So, she goes on there and she sees like a thumbnail image to a video about burnt toast in some way. I don't know what the title was. I didn't even see it. I didn't see the post at all. It's just something that Shani saw. And the thumbnail was Shani punching burnt toast's avatar. Okay. Number one. Okay. So G-Man thought it was just fine, knowing that this perception of Shani is out there, that she's violent, okay, that perception is out there, and he is perpetuating it by putting her in a picture punching burnt toast avatar, okay? Shani did not like that, number one. Number two, in this video, he called at least burnt toast, and it may have been others. It may have been Jules and maybe some more females that say that they are Christian girls. Yeah, they're reaction channels and stuff. Yeah, and they talk about us. Yeah. You shouldn't assume that means that we're going to hate them back, though. Okay? Because we don't. They're just doing whatever the fuck they have to do. That's fine. Shanny heard that. He's calling, I think it was Jules and Burnt Toast, I think, calling them whores. Now, for the people that are stating that Shanny started this, can you tell me, do you support GMAN calling female Christian girls on YouTube whores? Do you support that? I didn't. And I certainly didn't support him making a thumbnail of Shanny punching anything, because that's just going to perpetuate the perception that's false that she's violent. Yeah, he sounds very childish. You have no idea, Gucci Trolls. Like, I know you're not into that whole side, the YouTube thing. That's good that you're not. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it's good that you're not. He's like a toddler, or like a middle school kid. His mentality. Everything is about image, and am I tough, and do I look like a man, and a Christian facade. That's what it is. It's a facade. He uses his Christianity as a shield and a mask to deceive for his own purposes of ego. That explains him completely. Yeah, that's not my thing. When groups of people gang up on one person, that's like literally there's an entire community dedicated to that. And they destroyed our lives. They got focused on us, harassed us so bad that we had to get into an apartment with security, a townhouse with security that we couldn't afford, but we were there because we felt secure. And that's why we went broke. The main reason we went broke is because we got swatted in Colorado. And it forced us into a situation where we felt we needed security. I've seen it happen with other people. Yeah, and it happened with the man that it happened with us in a very messed up, psychotic way. And this guy is furthering that. He is absolutely, man, that's crazy looking. I saw a UFO behind me. It's a street light, I think. But anyway. Yeah, Gucci Trolls, we helped him with a house. That's crazy, isn't it? And I never said it before, but I said it in the video I did yesterday. You're talking about two people. It's insane. Who would treat two people that literally gave them a roof over their head like this? It's insane. It's really crazy. But that's who he is. That's who this guy is. And do I regret giving it to him now? Kinda. Yeah. And the reason I do is because I think he's fake. I don't believe he's a real believer. I think he's using this as a mask to come to people seeming like he's a sheep and he's a wolf, because his ego is so massive, guys. And for him to do you guys this now, it's just, yeah, it's really wrong. Even if he ended up not liking us and he really thinks we're horrible people, if he thinks we're horrible people and racist, really, actually, he should give the money from the house back to us because it's dirty money. He should give us that 160 grand. If we are actual horrible fake Christian racists, he should give us that money back. I would. As a Christian, if I took money from a guy that I knew was like, say, I don't know, a P word, like loving on, attracted to kids or something, I'd be so disgusted by that, I would give the money back. A racist wouldn't give the opposite race a house. Thank you. See, but you have a brain, Gucci Trolls. See? You have a brain. You think about these things. The people that spout this shit, they don't think for themselves. They hear someone say it and go, yeah, that's right, they're racist, horrible people when they gave a black guy a house. Yeah, but you're thinking, yeah, it is.
I'm not exactly sure what an opposite race is. Because if black is the opposite race to white, what is the opposite race to Asian?
It's common sense, I know. But back to the subject, and I'll close it out. Back to the subject matter at hand. Shanny didn't start shit. Shanny saw a guy, first of all, putting her in a picture, punching somebody. That's because that's what it's supposed to be. It's her avatar, so it's her punching someone. That's bad enough. But in the video, only 160 grand. Well, that's so cheap compared to where I live. Well, yeah, this is bumblefuck. This is bumfuck NEPA. Okay, it's cheaper living. I mean, I think that's a good thing, personally, Mike. So he puts her in a thing punching someone, and in the video he calls Christian girls whores. Do you support that? Do you think that's okay? That he called Jules and Burnt Toast whores? GMAN started this by being a disgusting asshole, calling Christian girls whores. There's your answers. Shanny didn't start shit. He started this with his childish bullshit that Shanny has been literally calling him out for forever. Ever since she's known the guy, he's had these issues with people and acting like a complete fucking idiot. He's got mental problems, folks. He has untreated mental illness. Mainly, I'd say, narcissistic personality disorder. He is extremely toxic narcissist. That's what he is. Nope, he's not very Christian, IMO. Yeah, you're right. He's not. He's not. Why are they on pause? Is there a problem? Who's on pause? I'm pretty sure I'm not on pause. Anyway, I'm done. I wanted you guys to know this, that, yeah, Shanny didn't start shit. If you're going looking for truth, if you want to go to that guy for entertainment to see like a stupid guy just acting like a, I don't know, WWE star that never got a contract, watch him. Go for it if you want to. But if you're going for truth, forget it. You're getting twisted bullshit. Complete bullshit. Glad to see you're doing good. Was hoping to see you live. Hey, it's good, always great to be in the chat with you Gucci trolls, because you're extremely, you think for yourself. You got good stuff to say. You're pleasant. All that good stuff. So God bless everybody. Jesus bless all of you. If you have to listen to G-Man, just do it for entertainment. If you're entertained by it, I understand. You want to watch him, go for it. Okay. But if you want the truth, we'll tell you the truth of what actually happened. That's it. Peace out.
We'll be right back after these messages.
What's up, guys? You know who I am. We've been through this a bunch of times before. But for those of you that don't, my name is Airsoft Fatty, and today we're going to have a little bit of fun. So, I've been kind of sitting here thinking about what I'm going to make for dinner. I decided I was going to make some ramen. Now, typically when I make ramen, I like to squeeze a little bit of orange into it. Take a half an orange, squeeze the juices into it, because it takes away some of that saltiness. Because I'm not a huge salt guy, surprisingly. I don't like feeling insulted, if you would. And I don't have any oranges. No spare sugar or sweetener. But you know what I do got? I got Propel. So, my question is this. Will ramen noodles taste good if we replace the water with Propel. I'm gonna get this boiling, get this made, and then we are going to serve our sentence for creating this abomination and actually try it. Let's go, shall we? Ya da da da, ya da da da, ya da da da, ya da da da. I am a famous YouTuber cooking food for a boy, oh boy. And does it taste really fucking good? No, it doesn't taste very good, but we shall make it, and it'll be some sort of food with some Propel and ramen noodles. It shall be great. We'll throw it in the boiling water. Here we go, making ramen noodles with some good as fuck. No, I don't think it will taste good as fuck. Ding, ramen's done. Ding, ramen's done. Ding, ramen's done. Ding, ramen's done. No, it's not done. No, it's not done. No, it's not done. No, it's not done. You still got about another 5 minutes on top of that. Now we're getting closer there to done. Now we're getting closer there to done. Add in your sauce, add in your spice, add in your drinks, add in that nice. Now we go mix that all up and we make this all right. Soon we'll be eating this and we'll be feeling. So here we are, roughly 10 minutes later. 1 bottle of Propel down, 1 pack of ramen down. And in case you didn't see there, to get the real raw, and I mean raw feel and taste for what this is going to be like, I didn't put any salts in it. I didn't put any pepper in it. Nothing but the Propel, the flavoring, and the noodles. So, let's do this. And by the way, if you hear some heaters in the background, forgive me, but also fuck you. It's super cold out right now, and we really need that heat on. That being said, let's hop into this, shall we? So here we are. This is the ramen noodle made with Propel. Smell-wise.
So, among the many questions that I have, the one is, why shoot this in the apparently, is that the bathroom? Is that like I see a shower curtain, a towel hanging there, and I mean, why are we shooting this backwards on the toilet? Is that what we're doing? Ingenious.
It smells as if the ramen noodles itself, the noodles, the dry noodles, it smells like they were industrial. If that makes any sense. There's like a weird industrial smell to this. Oh, I gotta quit smelling it. It's gotta give me a headache. That is not good. Here we go. Moment of truth. Is it tasty? Or does it taste like shit? Nice plop of noodles. Oh, this is gonna... Oh, I can already tell. No. No. Holy shit. That was... Woohoo! Oh, I just swallowed a piece. Ah! Come on, you can't be a bitch. You gotta try at least one actual bite. Come on, big guy. Come on, you can't be a total pussy. Come on.
After you just slobbered spit in it. I was wearing it.
I feel like if I swallow this, I'm gonna like die or puke. But we'll try it, right? Oh, rate it. I'll tell you what this is. This is 100% a fuck no.
Yeah, that's good idea. Just dump it right beside your front door where everybody walks in and out. I mean, not that I'm surprised. I don't think this is the type of guy that cares, right? But I'm just saying, you know, and then just throw it in the garbage.
So let's talk about that.
Nah, let's
We'll be right back after these messages.
Let's not.
We got a saying around these parts: your hair will look fabulous. If your sideburns are lopsided as fuck, and that dye job ain't doing your happy ass no good, then you need the expertise of Von Hilton's Beauty Emporium.
crow's nest. Wow, wait. I think this is gonna be easy, but it ain't.
You are looking good, man.
You noticed how I was struggling to cut it there. Wow. You better not grab none of my hair, dude.
Does it look okay in the back?
You need to do a little bit on the neck part. You got a little extra in the middle there, but yeah, it looks all right.
Von Helton's Beauty Emporium. Beauty must be punished.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Lights are available.
And that little red sign right up there, whether you see it or not, says we are live, we are live, we are live, and it is so. And I've been asked, I've been asked numerous times, are you really live? Yeah, I'm really live. It's 4:59, literally on the money, 5 o'clock in the morning. The gods and their timing, right? But yeah, 4:59. I'm looking right at the clock. Let's see if this is kicked over. No, okay, the computer's kicked over to 5 o'clock. So yeah. Right on the money, 5 o'clock, exactly. So 5 o'clock in the morning, it is Tuesday morning, 12/5/2023. It is December the 5th, 2023. And as you can see, I have a butterfly on my screen because that is the representative icon, if you will, of the gods of freedom religion, who said, you will know that the New World Order is destroyed and America has been liberated and restored to its glory, because you will look out your window and you will see hundreds, if not thousands, of butterflies of all different types and colors. Okay, and they said it that way deliberately so that you couldn't come along and say, oh, well, that's just the annual migration of the monarchs, Bon. No. These now I got a monarch on my screen here. But it's going to be butterflies of all types, from them little tiny white butterflies and little tiny blue butterflies, right on up to the big admiral butterfly and stuff. Big beautiful butterflies, huge zebra swallowtail butterflies, gorgeous, and maybe even pretty moths at night. The polyphemus moth, the Luna moth, gorgeous insects, absolutely beautiful. So, I mean, hey, you never know, but for sure the butterflies, no question about that. And, it's, and I, like I've stated before, and I'll say it again, I'm a finite human being. I have doubts. I have fears. I have reservations, but you know what? The gods have come through yet again. They literally have come through yet again. And in the midnight hour, to quote a term, it wasn't really midnight, of course, but at the last second, let's put it that way, here they come again with yet another victory for me. And that's why I'm doing this morning coffee, because the gods have come through again. And I would love to tell you the specifics on it, but I can't, because I've got these legions of haters out there from YouTube who literally have dedicated their entire lives to try to destroy my life. And they damn near succeeded, folks. I mean, let's review. They destroyed my marriage, drove my wife insane, Got my kids taken away from me by CPS on 12 different occasions, and then finally got them adopted out away from me forever. They got my mother killed. They got my finances ruined. They got Clay County to take what little bit of money I was bringing in, the stimulus checks and stuff such as that. Got my food stamps shut off. I got them turned back on, but that's beside the point. You know, these fucking YouTube trolls and their buddies, the Frosts here locally, have done a really good job on my life. And I guarantee you the Gods of Freedom religion are going to do a really good job on them. I guarantee it. And the Attorney General of the state of Kentucky magically appears in Judge Harris's courtroom out of nowhere. Isn't that interesting? And would it be interesting for the Attorney General to find out that the Frosts manipulated an elderly woman out of her money and out of her property and walked into a court of law with fake documents claiming them to be legitimate? Wouldn't that be something? Oh, wait, that happened, didn't it? Yeah, it did. I told Judge Lewis from the very beginning, I said, Judge, you don't steal legal documents, and thieves don't steal legal documents out of people's homes. No, they don't. The only reason you would steal legal documents out of somebody's home is if you're going to what, class? Forge them. Okay, so, and that's exactly what happened. And they have copies of all the legal, they come in the house and took all the legal documents out of the house. And you know, it was a real head scratcher because, you know, I mean, you know, yeah, okay, mom had $200,000 worth of expensive Victorian jewelry. She had, you know, she had money in this closet over here to the tune of $5 million. We later found out it was $50 million because each one of those $1,000 bills is $10,000 a piece. But if you give them to the bank, guess what? The bank's only going to give you $5 million. They're not going to give you $50 million. So I'm out $45 million. Damn, that's harsh. Then, of course, there's the World War II war bonds, 100 of them. I showed you the container they came in, well, lockbox that they came in. All the lock boxes obviously were broken open, and all of the documents were seized illegally. We now know. And each one of those World War II war bonds, if you go and Google it online, those are $200,000 a piece. Wow. So that's $20 million right there. Then, of course, there's all the certificates of deposit and and what was the other one? Certificates of deposit and the other one. I forget the name of the other one right offhand. But you know, there's two types of documents. And I, you know, now these are all things that I personally saw. I personally saw that money in there. I personally saw the war bonds. Well, Mom bragged about the war bonds. We've been saving our lives for these war bonds. I'm like, okay. At the time, it didn't mean much to me. You know, as a kid, it didn't mean shit to me, right? You know, now, obviously, I understand that, you know, those war bonds were important. They helped fund World War II. And so it's very vital that they be recovered if they're still in existence. The Frost probably destroyed them to keep me from getting them back. But that's okay. You know, they're going to have to pay back, whether they like it or not. Somebody's paying me back. Bet on it. But yes, you know, of course, you know, you got people online that have openly and publicly stated that they're trying to put curses on my finances, curses on my health, curses on, you know, everything about me, and say, well, Vaughn, why do these people hate you so much? Well, I'm the original birther. I'm the one that exposed Barack Hussein Obama as a non-American, the first one to do it openly and publicly on YouTube. And I got a good portion of my information. You're going to love this. I got a good portion of my information from Hillary Clinton and CBS News. Figure that one out, boys and girls. But I did. But I was the first birther to be public and open on YouTube. And apparently I ruffled some feathers, didn't I? Yeah, because they launched all these trolls against me and did everything they could to try to destroy me. But the gods of freedom religion had a plan. They had to break me down and get me down to the bottom of the barrel so that I would look up to them and say, okay, if there's anybody out there that actually gives a damn about us, now's the time to get up with me. And to my amazement, they did. And so now here we have a new religion called freedom religion. It is ran by a pantheon of men and women gods, female and male gods. Can't really call them man and woman because they're not human. But they might be humanoid, in appearance. But the thing of it is, I really don't care what they look like as long as they're good and just and honorable and noble, the good attributes. And as long as, they're not those evil reptilians that keep claiming they created us when they did not. They modified us, perhaps, but created us? No, that was the gods of creation did that. The gods of creation created us. They might have modified us, though. When the ancient Sumerians say that those from heaven to earth came, I believe that. I have no reason to doubt that. But I don't think they were our creators. I think they modified us. And, and since we're on the subject, everybody's right. The theists and the atheists are right. You have Neanderthal, which crawled out of the soup as a man, though, not as a damn monkey. Neanderthal crawls out of the soup as a man, and Cro-Magnon is created of the gods. It's both. It's not one or the other. Do your research. Even Carl Sagan said that Cro-Magnon had, quote, outside help, unquote. Now, he didn't elaborate on that because he's an atheist. But I think we know who that outside help was, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, and so, you have Neanderthal that came out of the soup, and you have Cro-Magnon that was created by the gods. It's both. It's just like that old argument, free will or predestination. It's both. It's free will and predestination. You have a predestined timeline, and then you have the free will to junk off of that prime line anytime you wish. It's both at the same time. And the gods I serve will not go against your free will. You go out here and play in traffic, they're going to let you go. See you, bye. Because you chose to do that. You chose by your free will to do that. The gods I serve are extremely patient, and they will not go against your free will, and they are extremely honorable. And in the midnight hour, buddy, when you least expect it, they come through, man. They come through like gangbusters. And I'm sitting there, I admit it. I had doubts. I had unbelief. I'm sitting there like, man, am I going to make this? Am I going to get through this? And then at the last second, here they come. Boom, nailed it. They had it all ironed out the whole damn time. But see, as a finite human, I can't see into the future or what they're doing. I could with magic, but I mean, I choose not to do that a lot of times because, frankly, I don't want to know other people's business. I got enough problems of my own. I don't need anybody else's problems. You know what I'm saying? So, really, he can look into our minds and he can see into the future. And I guess I could if I really pushed it, but I don't want to. Because I don't want somebody else's problems, frankly. I got enough of my own. I got a full plate, okay? Right? I got a full plate. I don't need somebody else's aggravation. I got my own. But at the midnight hour, the gods came through, man, and it was awesome. And that's what this live show is all about. And there's 24 minutes already. My goodness. Man, the time in the morning just goes by so quick, doesn't it? 24 minutes. Well, 25 now. But yeah, man, I had to do a praise report, what the Christians would call a praise report, because the gods came through again. I'm sitting here like, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I mean, I did. I admit it. You know, I'm a fallible human being, just like you. Now, if they ever make me a demigod, watch out, because I don't think you want that. I don't think you want me being a demigod. I don't think you'd like that very well, because I'd smite every motherfucker. I'd smite every motherfucker that does evil, man. I can't stand fucking evil. I'd smite me some demons too, boy. Because then I have a real fucking power. I just bam, you know. But yeah, I just, you know, I had to do a morning coffee dedicated to the gods of freedom religion. You know, and it's funny all this time, you know, the trolls on YouTube, you know, he ain't no real pagan, and yet the gods have come through time and time and time. We will fix everything, they said. They love to fix shit. If you are a broken piece of shit and you got problems laying all over the place, freedom religion is the religion for you, because they guarantee they promise to fix everything. And I'm amazed. I'm just flat out fucking amazed, because they always come through at the now they scare the shit out of me, because they take you right to the edge of the cliff, you know, and it's like, well, yeah, here we go. I'm done. You know, and then at the last second they yank you back. Why do they do that? I don't know, but they do. That's the way they roll. So, you know, but I tell you, it got hairy there for a while. I'm like, man, you know, you say you got this shit. What, you know, what's going on? You know, talk to me. But they had everything well in hand. Like I said, I'd love to go into detail, but I can't, because I got too many haters out there that would, you know, try to destroy everything that I'm trying to do. One thing I can say, though, you know, now that I'm actually getting a few donations in, they're few, but I am getting donations now. So any curse on my finances that you may have had has obviously been broken. I think that's plain. I'm starting to get, you know, a following, and people are starting to take notice, and, you know, things are starting to move and shake a little bit. You know, and I have to give credit to Mr. Torba on Gab, the owner of Gab website, for, you know, giving me a break. He's a Christian, I'm a pagan. We will never agree on religion, but he was kind enough to, you know, give me a place there on Gab, and he was kind enough to block the Google algorithms so that people could see me. And so I have a huge following on Gab. I have an interesting following on Getter, by the way. I'm almost at 2,000 people on Getter. And Getter seems like they're getting a clue and starting to block the Google algorithms. Because those Google algorithms, folks, they mess you up. They mess you up. It makes it hard for people to see you. It makes you hard to get things done. You know, I mean, it does. It really does. And I see some hater has already given me a splat this morning. Now, thank you. So I'll counter it with a flame. On Odyssey, the flames, the red ones, are the good ones, and the splats, the greens, are the bad ones. And so I see a hater has already given me a splat this morning. What's the matter? You don't like good news, hater? You don't like good news? Of course not. You're a hater. What am I saying? In any event, now MeWe is down this morning. I don't know what's up with MeWe. They're down this morning. We can't find your page. Well, now, wait a minute. I go back to the main page and I'm there. So my page isn't gone. It's just, you know, it's a glitch. There's something going on. MeWe's probably doing an update or something, but it's not good. I mean, I haven't done anything to warrant being banned. You know, I don't even talk to anybody on there. I just fucking post my shit. I don't even talk to nobody. And my account, I think, is still private any damn way. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and he also stalks trolls, haters, naysayers, by the way.
Oh, I got two splats now. I got, what'd you make a sock account, hater? Did you go make a sock account real quick so you could give me another splat? Yeah, I told Odyssey about that shit, and they're going to investigate. At least that's what they said. Remember, folks, the owner of Odyssey was harassed by YouTube trolls too. Just keep that in mind, trolls. Keep that in mind. Because the owner of Odyssey was harassed by YouTube trolls too. So was, I believe, Andrew Torbo, the owner of Gab, was too. I believe he was. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I believe he was. So I tell you, the trolls are making what's that phrase? How to make friends and influence people? Well, the trolls are doing the exact opposite. How do you defeat a YouTube troll, Vaughn? Demand to see a conviction. Demand to see a conviction. You know, it's great to get on the internet and accuse somebody of something. Show me a conviction in a court of law. Show me where I was jailed for these alleged crimes that I've committed. Show me where I was jailed. Show me where I was convicted in a court of law. Oh, wait. Yeah, James Paul Von Helton has not been convicted of jack shit. Now, I did get thrown in jail on the child support thing, but that was some kind of fluke, and it ended up being a bunch of shit anyway, because the woman in question got up on the internet and said, "Ha ha, we got you, throw Von Helton in jail." Oops, shouldn't have done that shit. Because Clay County's like, wait a minute, we got duped? Yeah, you got duped. So they had to expunge that from my record and give me a clean bill of health again. Yes. Listening to these YouTube trolls is not wise. Anyways, but yeah, so there's my 30 minutes in. And so the YouTube troll sat there and made a sock account for nothing, because now I'm leaving. Now I'm out of here. It's 30 minutes in. I just wanted to give a praise report because the gods have come through again. Major breakthrough again. And like I said, maybe one of these days, well, for sure, once I start throwing people in jail and everybody's out of my hair and off the internet, then I can tell you everything. But until that happens, I'm going to have to be tight-lipped about what's going on behind the scenes. But rest assured, the gods I serve are real. They do care. And obviously they care enough to take a personal interest in my affairs, because they have. But at the last second, man, they love taking you to the edge of that cliff, and you're looking down at that cliff like, man, that's a hell of a drop, and then they snap you back. Why? I don't know why they do that. I guess to test your faith, to see if you're really going to hang in there. And I'm hanging in. I'm in this for the long haul, man. I'm in this for the long haul. I ain't got nowhere else to go. I mean, all the other religions are corrupt, so I really don't have. Now, Wicca is not necessarily corrupt, although there's a lot of left-hand pathers in Wicca, so watch yourself. And they're not exactly aligned with good spirits, you hear me? So be careful. Wicca is an awesome religion when you study the guy that started Wicca, because he got in Aleister Crowley's face. I mean, he literally went and met Aleister Crowley face to face, got in the motherfucker's face and said, "We will not follow your path." Okay? And that impressed the hell out of me. I mean, that man had some balls. He went right to Aleister Crowley and got right in his face. Okay? I love that shit. That took balls. Because Aleister Crowley, for those of you that don't know, Aleister Crowley is probably one of the most evil motherfuckers on the planet. Him, Albert Pike, and Frank Parsons, three most evil motherfuckers on the earth. And the founder of Wicca got right in Aleister Crowley's face, said, "Fuck you, we're not going down your path." And that impressed the hell out of me. So now you know a little bit more about Wicca that you didn't know, huh? Yeah. The guy that started Wicca was a badass. He was awesome. He got right. He met these evil fuckers face to face. I mean, he didn't just get on social media. He got in a plane, hopped a plane, went right to Aleister Crowley and met him face to face and said, "Fuck you, we're not going down your path, motherfucker." Because Aleister Crowley was an evil son of a bitch. Okay, he was. And that took balls, man. That took some serious fucking balls. So I have great respect for the guy that founded Wicca. I absolutely do. And Wicca is based on a lot of old English nature religions and stuff like that from old Europe. And it's firmly grounded in the old ways and whatnot. So I mean, it just seems scary. Now, like I said, though, there are some that give a bad name and they follow a dark path, and so be wary. But I mean, if you choose Wicca, just understand that, you're going to have good and bad and everything. Now, as the founder of Freedom Religion, I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that the only people in it are of noble character and honorable and faithful and loyal and all that good shit. Because that's what I want to draw. Trolls and haters need not apply. Okay. In fact, the trolls and haters have a destiny with Freedom Religion that they ain't gonna like. Yes, I know it's 30 minutes. Okay, they're like, it's 30 minutes. It's 35 minutes now. Actually, 36. Just kicked over. But anyways, because I will ramble. I admit it. I ramble, but that's okay. But I am just so thrilled, man. At the last minute, they come through yet another victory. And that's another thing too. How many victories do I have to have before it registers up here? Hey, his gods are real. His gods do care. His gods are helping him. How many victories do I need now? And like I said, I'd love to tell you the details, but I can't. I did tell them to John because I know John isn't going to get out there and blab them to everybody. But yeah, I got a major victory. Got a major victory yesterday. And, and so I'm pretty much, as far as I know right now, barring anything that changes, I should be good to go. And then I can, and see, this frees me up to focus entirely on working on some things that I need to get worked on and need to get done and need to get handled. And so everything turned out great. I was eating my sausages, but I ate those offline because I got hungry. I got hungry and I couldn't wait. I said, screw this. Because it was taking a little while to load. I said, I'll screw this.
Did he say sausages? He might be just being, maybe that's just what he calls morning breakfast sausages, I hope, because as far as I know, aren't sausages dog treats?
His gods are helping.
Oh my god, he's living off fucking Midnight's old dog treats.
Him. How many victories do I need now? And like I said, I'd love to tell you the details, but I can't. I did tell them to John because I know John isn't going to get out there and blab them to everybody. But yeah, I got a major victory. Got a major victory yesterday. And, and so I'm pretty much, as far as I know right now, barring anything that changes, I should be good to go. And then I can, and see, this frees me up to focus entirely on working on some things that I need to get worked on and need to get done and need to get handled. And so everything turned out great. I was eating my sausages, but I ate those offline because I got hungry. I got hungry and I couldn't wait. I said, screw this. Because it was taking a little while to load. I said, I'll screw.
I can't believe it. Not even Vaughn. Remember, this man claimed he was starving while Red Cross was bringing him, like, steaks and shit, which I would have liked to seen him eat a steak with no teeth. But I'm sure he can cut it up in smaller pieces, and I don't know.
Do this. I'll just eat my sausage. Because I was hungry, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was hungry. But yeah, butterfly. And I noticed Brittany Venti was wearing a butterfly around her neck again this time, so... don't know if she's actually paying attention. I hope she is. I chided her a bit on get off of the trolls, man. Get back in the. Somebody's going to cut this little portion out and make a hate video out of it. Get back in the kitchen, Brittany Venti. Get back in the kitchen, because when she did her kitchen videos, man, they were very informative. And it was very awesome. And I actually learned a few things. So get back in the kitchen, Brittany. Barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen, Brittany. But no, seriously, her kitchen videos were pretty informative. She cooked a lot of things and stuff. And I thought, yeah, it's pretty informative stuff, But get back to information videos. Get off of the trolls. Get off of your haters. And get back on doing information videos. Doing stuff that people are interested in. People are not interested in hearing about Pearl 24/7. Okay, they're just not. Man. You're going to start hemorrhaging followers now, Brittany. Quit that shit. Learn from a guy that learned from his mistake. Okay, you can't sit there and focus on these damn trolls. Got to talk about what people really want to hear. Like, how do we get out of this financial mess we're all in? Is there any hope out there? Real hope, real fucking hope. Because monotheism at this point is pretty much trashed everything. But yeah, speaking of which, before I get out of here, let me let's be clear about this, shall we? Monotheism, the three monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, all call for the destruction of the United States. Christianity and Judaism calls America the whore of Babylon, or in league with the whore of the Babylon, and must be destroyed. Islam calls America the great Satan, and it must be destroyed. So if you're of a monotheistic persuasion, you might want to trade up to something else. Now, having said that, is there pagan religions that are just as bad? Yes. There's the Norse religion, for example, which has Ragnarok, which says that the whole earth will be destroyed and shit. So there's pagan religions out there that's just as bad. However, freedom religion, the gods I serve, say that the earth is not going to be destroyed and America is not going to be destroyed. In fact, they're going to restore, their words, not mine, the Great Republic. We're going to restore the Great Republic. Well, now, what does that mean? That means they're going to put us back to the way things were before these elite bastards came over here and fucked America all to hell. Well, Vaughn, what do we do with Washington, D.C.? Turn it into a museum, I reckon. That's what I would do. Outdoor museum. I mean, we've already got the monuments to Jefferson and Washington and, all that. So we just turn it into an outdoor museum and put the real capital somewhere safe. And cut down the number of people in government. Holy shit, man. Our government has become this huge megalithic thing, and it was never designed to be that way at all. Government is supposed to be about the size of a walnut. A government the size of a walnut doesn't need to tax you, folks. Isn't it interesting that before I go, hell, I might as well go to an hour. I'm at 41 minutes now. Shit. I can't. I might as well go to an hour. Help me out, gods. But yeah, I mean, think about this, folks. Before 1913, we had roads, we had infrastructure, we had schools, we had all kinds of stuff, bridges. We had all that shit without being taxed at the federal level. Let that one sink in a minute. We had all that shit before being taxed at the federal level. They did. In fact, we weren't taxed at the federal level. Okay. We had the Boston Tea Party, folks. What was the Boston Tea Party about? It was about high taxation from the government. That was the whole point of the Boston Tea Party. Taxation without representation. So,
just like to point out, this is coming from a man that not only doesn't pay taxes, but actually lives on other people's taxes. If it wasn't for taxes, Vaughn wouldn't have food stamps, right? So there's that.
What we need is we need to get back to things prior to the Act of 1871 and the Act of 1913. Now, how the gods are going to pull that off, I have no idea, but they're going to pull it off. And it's going to be a move of theirs, not man. Because man can't fix America right now. I can tell you right now, you're not going to fix it. The Rothschilds have such a tight grip on everything American that you're not going to be able to unhinge them. You're not going to be able to ungrip them to get them to cut loose. It's going to take the gods of creation to do that. Because, I mean, think about it. Rothschild prints our money. Rothschild has several organizations right here in the United States. Rothschild has a corporation right here in the United States. Rothschild pretty much controls our Congress, our Senate, maybe even also our Supreme Court, but for sure the Congress and Senate. Everyone especially in D.C., bows the knee to Rothschild, whether they like it or not. The money in your wallet or in your purse, Rothschild money, it's not real. It's fake money. It's called fiat currency. That's the term, fiat currency. So it's not real money. It's fake money. You know, like I've said numerous times, and I'll say it again. Do I have a $1 bill by any chance? Or do I only have... Oh, I do have a $1 bill. Okay, good. All right. I thought the only thing I had was a 5, but I got a 1. Okay, here's a $1 bill. All right. Let me get in here real close. Here's your $1 bill. Now, this is a fake $1 bill. Now you say, well, Vaughn, how do you know it's a fake $1 bill? Because down here at the bottom, it's supposed to say silver certificate. Okay, it's supposed to say silver certificate down here at the bottom. If it does not say silver certificate at the bottom, it's not a real $1 bill. Now you say, well, why is that, Vaughn? Because it has no backing. Money that has no backing is not real money. Okay, you get it? In order to be real money, it must have backing. There has to be something backing it up, saying, yes, this is legal tender because oil, precious stones, gold, silver, whatever. But there has to be backing to make it legit. Because otherwise, it's not legit, man. It's fake. Fake is a $3 bill. So it has to be real money. And so everything going on right now is owned, controlled, or manipulated by the Rothschilds, the Morgans, the Rockefellers, the Carnegie. I mean, Rockefeller, Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission. They're, 2 organizations right here in America by Rockefeller who hated America. And these organizations work to undermine the use of anything American. And nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to do shit about it. I mean, the Council on Foreign Relations and Trilateral Commission has been around at least since the 70s, I think. They've been around a long ass time, And so, nobody seems to care. Nobody say, I got another splat. Yeah, thank you, hater. Would you create another sock account, hater? Damn, you're desperate this morning. Anyways, but yeah, so ignore the splats, guys, because like I said, it's YouTube haters is all it is. So all it is a bunch of YouTube haters. So it is. They're not legit. The splats are not legit. Hopefully Odyssey will find these fuckers and permaban their ass at their MAC address. Odyssey. You need to ban them at their MAC address. That way they can't just roll a new ISP and come right back. That's the only way to keep them gone, at least for a while. But yeah, man. Like I said, it's not real. Everything you believe, even your religion, is a lie. Now, Wicca is new, fairly new, so it's legit. And of course, Freedom Religion is very new because I just started it not long ago. So it's very new. And so those have credibility. I wouldn't give you a plug nickel for pretty much anything else, really. I'm, as an eclectic, obviously, what I do, I find what works, and then I keep it. I put it on my table. And then if it doesn't work, I toss it. Okay? I only keep shit that works. Okay? If it doesn't work, I throw it out. That's how I roll. So when I tell you a thing, and I assure you that things are happening, I can say it with confidence because I know that everything I've got works. Right? So that's how I roll, And that's the beauty of being an eclectic, is that you're not under some kind of constraint. And then I bump into the true gods of creation and says, well, hell, we didn't want you constrained in the first place. It was man that put those constraints on you, not us. And I'm like, wow, really? Say, yeah. No one, we didn't want to put any constraints on you guys. We just wanted y'all to do whatever you wanted to do, as long as you don't harm yourself, harm others, violate someone's rights, or piss us off. 4 rules. Don't piss off the gods. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt others. And don't violate someone's rights. If you could do those 4 things, you got it made. You don't have to worry about feasts and festivals. You don't have to worry about holidays. Now, you can do those things if you want. Just be careful, because the gods do not approve of sacrifice of any kind. No sacrifices. Isn't it interesting that the Jews in Israel are wanting to start the sacrifices back up? Bad idea. Bad idea. But anyway, the point is that, they don't, they're, oh my God, I mentioned sacrifice, and I thought I was going to get thumped. Okay. I thought they was going to turn me into a pile of ash. No, absolutely not under any circumstances. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Well, that was pretty plain. It was very obvious. They made themselves very clear on that one, right? Scared the shit out of me. But they made it very clear. So yeah, no sacrifices of any kind. You can have an altar, but if you choose to make an altar, a small one, it doesn't have the big, don't make some big, huge fucking pyramid shit. Just make a small altar out of uncut stone, in homage to the gods of creation, and they will honor it. And, but other than that, you really don't even, I asked him about it, don't really need to do much, the feasts and festivals and holidays and shit like that. If you want to honor them, you can. You don't really have to. It's nice. It's the thing about the holidays and the feasts and festivals, those things are really for the kids, the kids is who really gets the enjoyment out of that shit. Us adults are like, okay, yeah, here I am. I'm here. I'm hobnobbing. I'm hobnobbing, I'm having my cup of coffee and I'm talking to people.
That's right, because historically, folks, if you go back and look at the different pagan cultures and their rituals and their holidays and feast days and orgies were all for the kids. It was really just for the kids, right? Kind of like Christmas, I guess. See, this is how deep Von Helton goes. He's thinking like Christmas, Easter, there's 2 Easters, right? That's kind of where he's at.
But the kids, they really enjoy it. So, it's for the kids. It's not necessarily for us adults. And so for the sake of the kids, it would be nice to keep the shit going. But Nate said you didn't even really need that, to be honest, if you didn't want to. So, it's pretty easy stuff. It's pretty cut and dry, man. It's just, it's a breeze, man. It's a fucking breeze. And, everything is falling into place, just like they said. And remember, they told me, they said, don't worry about it. We got this under control. And I'm like, but I can't see anything, and it's frustrating, right? Because you don't see what they're doing, and you got no clue. And they're not going to tell you, because if they tell you, then you stick a monkey wrench in it and throw it all to hell. So they can't tell you, because I know I would. I admit it, I would. I'd probably fuck everything up. And that's why they said, no, you're not touching shit. You're not doing shit. Let us handle it. And I'm like, okay. And boy, did they handle it. Let's put it that way. Boy, did they handle it. At the last second, at the midnight hour, bam. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. And it is. And it is. And am I anybody special? No. Well, the gods think I am, but aside from them, no. I'm dirt like everybody else. So, but they think I'm special. They, for whatever reason, they picked me. So that should tell you just how bad it is out there when they got to pick my happy ass, right? I keep telling them I'm drafted. You drafted me, But they did, and good. It's good that they did, because hooking up with them has been an awesome experience. It really has. And they come through, like I said, they come through yesterday, man, with a miracle. Of course, it'll never compare to those 2 guys, big motherfuckers. I mean to tell you, them Man Mountain Marco type dudes, man. They just, big, humongous guys. They get out of this big white truck. This big white pickup truck. I forget what brand it was, but it was just huge white. I want to say Ford, but it was a big white pickup truck. and these two humongous guys get out, and they had this white package in their hand, and I'm like, what is that, C4? Is that a bomb? What do we got here? Because I'm half groggy from lack of food. You know, when you go over 2 weeks without food, folks, you're going to die, okay? And I was feeling the effects. And then here comes these two big guys, and they had this white thing in their hand, and I'm like, oh, well, here it comes, and, you know, I'm done. You know, two big bruisers and me, you know, I was so damn weak I couldn't even practice magic, man. I couldn't even cast a spell or nothing. I was vulnerable. I admit it. I was against the ropes. And I said, well, here it comes. Here comes the beat down, and then they're going to blow the shit out of my house with a C4 or whatever. And that ended up not being the case, did it? No. These two huge guys ended up having a Huddle House meal in their hand. And they said, here you go. We were told to give you this. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's you big, humongous motherfuckers. We were told to give you this. I'm like, okay. And then they got in their truck and they left. Now you say, well, Bon, what's the big deal on that shit? Well, the big deal is when I went around asking the neighbors, hey, is there somebody out passing Huddle House dinners out? No, Mr. Von Helden. And so I go to my next neighbor. Hey, was anybody passing out? No, Mr. Von Helden. Go down here. Hey, was anybody passing out? No, Mr. Von Helden. Where did them two guys in that big pickup truck come from? And how did they know to give me a meal just at the right time to keep me from dying? I believe it's from the gods. You believe whatever the hell you want. But I believe it was ordered of the gods. Because I was it, man. I'm down to the count. I 2 weeks without food. Hell yeah. Google it if you doubt me. I mean, I was almost delirious from lack of food. That's serious shit. I went from 250 pounds down to 235 pounds like that. Then I lost the subsequent number down to 218. So yeah. It got scary. But see, that's where you need to have faith in the gods of freedom religion. And I admit it, I'm a fallible human being. I had my doubts and reservations, but the gods came through for me, in spite of me, even. Because they care. They really do care. They really do give a shit. It's amazing. And so at the last second, yesterday, I got another miracle. I got another miracle from the gods. They came through, and now we'll see how things go. But if I read the tea leaves correctly, I should be okay in regards to staying afloat. Now, in regards to going after these evil pricks and putting them in jail where they belong, well, we'll see what develops on that front. The gods may give me a blessing that allows me to do those things as well. Or the Attorney General, who just happens to be in town, because remember, the Attorney General's way out there in Frankfurt, okay? He's miles away, thousands of miles away, or hundreds or whatever, however far away Frankfurt is. Frankfurt's a long-ass way away from Manchester and Oneida, trust me. So what's he doing in town? Well, could be he's investigating my claims. You reckon? It could be that he's investigating my claims. And when he investigates my claims, Mr. Attorney General is going to find out that I told the absolute truth. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to lie about what's happened to me. I lost everything. That's pretty shitty. That's pretty shitty when you lose everything. So the only place I can go is up. I'm literally at the rock bottom. The only place I can go is up. And the gods wanted to get me to that place, I guess. Because if I'm at that place, then it keeps me humble, number one. And number two, it shows that they are the ones that get the glory on it, not me. I mean, who am I? I'm dirt, okay? They're the real movers and shakers. And I keep kidding the goddesses. I said, "Where's my beautiful women at?" So we'll see how we do on that front too. Now, obviously, if I recover my inheritance, I'm going to have all kinds of new friends that I didn't know I had, right? And all kinds of new relatives I didn't know I had. Oh, I'm your lost cousin from, you know, it's like, yeah, get out of here, motherfucker. Where was you at when I was dirt poor, you know? Where was you at when I was dirt poor? Yeah, get out of here, liar. But see, that's disingenuous, isn't it? You know, because they should really like me before I get my inheritance back. Then I know they like me for me, and not just because of my fucking money or because of something I can do for them, right? I want people to like me for me, warts and all. And I'm certainly not perfect. Most definitely. I'm most definitely not perfect. But the gods saw fit to help me anyway, despite my doubt and unbelief, which I found fascinating. Because when you're a Christian, especially, oh, don't you doubt and unbelief, because if you doubt and unbelief, God will toss you out a fucking window. And the gods are like, nah, we're not going to toss you out the window, Vaughn. We might be disappointed in you, but we're not going to toss you out the window. Let Christianity do that to their people. We're not going to do that. So, but yeah, just amazing shit, folks. Amazing shit. You know, what can I say? And that is 1 hour. So I am going to quit this time. but I just, you know, a real miracle again at the last minute. Aggravating and frustrating that they do it that way, but they do it that way. I don't know why. They just do. But anyway, I am going to get out of here. That is 1 hour. 59, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. 1 hour on the money. And with that, y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. See ya. Bye-bye.
I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party.
Miss Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
So excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't show.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
Have it with Obama. So let's just calm down.
Got it.
No, Michelle.
All right. I'm not sure where this is. Oh, Vaughn playing his fucking shit at the end of this video. I didn't know that was there. Anyways, you know what? We got a little time left. Let's check out Vaughn and John, one of their newest offerings here. Where did I have it? Ay. Let's go.
I was around when my mom was around.
That's an older one. Pearl Harbor. All right, let's pull it up.
The most.
Give me a sec here. I don't want to watch all this crap. Folks, if you're just joining, please thumbs up the video. I sure do appreciate it.
What's mine to take on the new
thing half the time because half the time it just buffers and buffers
It
and buffers
just
and
sits it
buffers.
buffers.
All right.
And that's with my increased internet. That's with my increased internet. It's like, what the fuck? Why? Why is it doing that? I don't know. I've got an unboxing. Actually, I've got two
Oh, you got
unboxings.
unboxing. Okay, wait. Oh, okay.
But I don't know what the
Hold
fuck
on,
this
hold on.
shit is, so I'm kind of leery.
Oh, let me throw
I'm
you up
not
the
sure
big
what
screen.
this is. I'm not sure what the fuck. Well, I can't put. Let's see. Is there any personal? Yeah, there's personal shit on there. I'll show you the back. Let's see what this one is, because I'm not sure about this. I know what this one is, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Settle down. Let's set it up. Was this sent from a viewer?
No. This is stuff I've ordered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but well, I don't know about this one. This is something I ordered. I'm not sure about this.
Okay.
So that's why I'm opening
It's
up
a mystery
with
unboxing.
Gods, protect me from this shit, just in case it's anthrax or sarin gas or some other crazy shit.
Amen. Protect Vaughn. Only good things, ladies and gentlemen.
Only good things, right. Because these motherfuckers, I mean, if these motherfuckers had sent a pipe bomb in my mail, who knows what the fuck else they'd send, right?
Yeah.
And the FBI agreed with me, by the way. The FBI come out, and I showed them. I showed them the pipe bomb. And I said, here's what I said. I said, it's a glitter bomb now, but what about next time? Would it be anthrax?
Right.
Would it be sarin gas?
It's violent. Yeah, it's a threat.
Yeah, well, of course.
Right now, it's a game, but it's a threat hidden behind a game.
And like I said, the FBI field officer agreed with me. He said, "You're absolutely right."
Now it's glitter, but next time it's a real bomb, blow you up. Yep. Ooh, what we got? A bag in a bag. A bag in a bag, Vaughn. It's a bag in a bag.
I hope it ain't cocaine.
That's what it is.
She got high. She gets high. She gets high. Cocaine. No, it ain't cocaine. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Remember that one time the troll said the gummy dicks, the gummy.
Maybe it's gummy bear. Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy tummy loving singing gummy bear. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's a gummy bear. I don't know what the fuck it is. Let's find out. We're gonna find out, pretty mama, what turns on your lights. Hang on here. Let me see. What have we got here? Oh, I know what it is now. It's my replacement ring. Remember my ring broke?
Oh,
my replacement
yes,
ring.
yeah.
It is my replacement ring. Oh, and they gave me a necklace to go with it, or a wrist thingy, whatever. Fucker.
Oh, nice
thingy. Okay, cool.
A bracelet.
Yeah, bracelet. Yeah, that I couldn't think of the damn word.
Ring to go with. Oh, you got a boo boo on your finger, Vaughn. What happened? You burnt yourself?
That's from the previous ring, actually. And it's kind of interesting because, as you know, I got that secret weapon going all through my body. And whatever this shit was, it actually punctured my skin and tried to escape. Isn't that interesting? What the fuck was in there, huh? Makes you wonder. And it makes me wonder. Anyway, let me see here.
Wow, let's show up the ring for us.
That's what I'm trying to get it open as we see it. I got fat fingers, damn it. I need little dainty fingers like these women got, man. I need these little dainty.
Women like big man fingers, big sausages.
I got big man fingers, yeah, and it sucks.
They like it. Two in the pink and one in the stink. You know what I mean? You know.
Yeah, there we go. All right, yep, there we go. Replacement ring for my ring.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's very nice.
What's the symbol on there? What is that? A pagan thing?
That is a Nordic symbol of protection.
Nordic.
And then we already discussed this symbol here. We've already discussed it.
Right. That's
remember we thought it was man boy love. Yeah, we thought it was man boy love, but it ended up being a Norse symbol for Odin.
No. Back it up.
Other side there. Oh, same thing.
I've seen FBI shit on those symbols. That is man boy love. That's a P fucking. That's like a symbol. I don't know what the hell they do with it, but I don't know. I saw a bunch of weird shit on it, some FBI thing. And he just acknowledged the bullshit. That's a fun you're wearing it. And what's he doing wearing Nordic shit? Wasn't he going on about the Norses or one of the evil religions or something? I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah, we thought it was man boy love, but it ended up being a symbol for Odin.
What a coincidence. Just saying.
Yeah.
So, and what's on the other side?
John knows what's up.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, it's a Nordic ring of protection.
It looks like a rune. It looks like a rune symbol.
Yeah, kind of like
something like that.
Yeah, kind of like.
So you're going with the ancestors. You're going with the Germanic roots.
I'm going with the ancestors. Oh boy, wow, that was on there.
Well, did you get the right size ring?
I got the right size. I just gotta.
My fingers are fat, man.
My fingers are.
My wedding ring is a size 12, believe it or not, for my ring.
Jesus H. Christ, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
12. Big old, it's like this big. Yeah.
This is a 9, and apparently I'm struggling to get it on there, so I don't know what the fuck. But the other one was a 9, and it went on just perfect. So I don't know what the
it's
fuck.
All those Swansea. It's all those banquet dinners you eat, man.
damn banquet dinners, man. Well, we'll get it on there. If I have to use soap, we'll get it on there. But because I don't take
water
it off
and soap and just wiggle it on. Yeah.
Once I get it on there, I won't take it off. So, all right. But I was kind of worried there because I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't exactly sure what the hell it was, but now you guys.
Yeah, no, it's good that you did it live, just so we video evidence that if it was a bad thing, we could have had documents. Holy shit! What is that? Omelets?
That is pizza. That
looks fucking. Put that back up again.
That is Meat Lovers Pizza.
Oh, I see.
with
You got a whole
ham.
bunch of fucking toppings on there. Oh, that's
Yeah. Oh,
fucking
yeah. I loaded
nice.
it down, man. I got ham. I got beef. I got bacon. I got sausage. I got extra cheese. I got mushrooms. I loaded it down, bro. It's
I
a Meat
love
Lovers.
mushrooms on pizza. Oh, you like mushrooms
See,
too?
when you get the Meat Lovers, you don't get mushrooms and you don't get ham. Why?
Canadian
I don't know.
bacon.
I guess
It's not actually ham, it's Canadian bacon, but yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, it's pork, and I guess the reason they don't put it on there is because of Muslims and Jews. That's the only thing I can figure. Because I mean,
Well,
it's a meat. It should be on there, right? It's a Meat
Meat
Lovers
lovers,
pizza.
yeah, sure. Sausages, meatball. I remember back in the day when I used to eat that stuff, Meat Lovers, it used to come with meatballs, sausages, ham, and all that too. Yeah.
Do you miss it, John?
Not really.
Not really.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really miss pork.
I would absolutely miss pizza, dude. I'm sorry, I would miss pizza.
Well, I can eat pizza. I just can't eat pepperoni.
Oh.
I can't eat pepper. You know what? In a way, I do miss like pepperoni. Pepperoni's kind of delicious, you know. Especially a nice, greasy, sloppy pepperoni pizza. Oh man, that's the best. With the fucking New York City grease dripping down the fucking side.
Well, now listen, I'm being deadly serious. First of all, by the way, I counted everything up. You owe $65.
So Todd posted this. Yeah, just a sec. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Okay, folks, this is taking forever to load this fucking site. I had to allow ads. So this is the Daily Mail. Revealed the symbols that pedophiles use to signal their sordid sexual preferences on social media. FBI discovered. I knew I read this shit. Symbols used by pedophiles to show what they want, blah, blah, blah. Okay, look at these fucking symbols, dude. Now, you tell me, folks. Now, I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just saying. Okay, they come in some different forms here. Goes on and talks about these different emblems that they use. But what's the first fucking one? What's... Aye, folks. I mean, I'm just your humble correspondent here, getting the news to you. That is on the Daily Mail. Sorry, just throwing that out there. Just keep that in your pocket.
Bucks to date.
Fuck me! You're putting me even deeper in the hole.
I'm sorry. I mean, you want a screenshot? I'll be happy to screenshot it.
I think we were $30.
I'll be happy to screenshot it for you. I counted them up. The total.
God damn, Vine.
They gave more money. What am I saying? What do you want me to say? They gave more money. But yeah, it's up to 65.
I can't give it to you this week, but I can give it to you.
Yes, good eye. The butterfly as well. The butterfly. Oh my God. What have we stumbled on? This is too much. Folks, we're going to have to do a deep dive on this. This is disturbing. The connections, the butterfly, the pedo ring. Literally a pedo ring, folks.
To you.
Next week will be fine. That's fine.
Well, I can't even promise next week because I got bills, but
well, whenever you can
before
get
the
it,
end. Okay, I'll tell you this: for winter solstice, for pagan winter solstice, I'll give you a nice Christmas present.
Outstanding. All right, now.
So I want to just say for the record, we might have to put a block on John doing the challenge is over.
All right.
Oh,
now,
what do you got here?
I got modified citrus pectin.
Okay. Well, now what is it supposed to do? Citrus pectin.
Now, this stuff here is supposed to detoxify
Kills COVID?
you. It's supposed to detoxify you.
Oh, detoxify. It gets the heavy metals out, right?
Yeah. It's for cellular immune health. And what it does is it removes heavy metals out of your body. And so what it does, it goes into your body and it breaks down. It finds heavy metals, bonds to them, and then they go out to poop shoot. Get away from my, just get out here, pest. You already had a piece anyway. I want to hear it.
They want some of that pizza, Vaughn.
They want that pizza bad. Yeah. Oh hell yeah. The big dogs
pizza's
wanted it
good. Now
bad too.
pizza's okay for dogs. I remember as a kid, my dad used to give the dogs pizza.
Oh yeah, they love pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah, now what
the trolls are gonna say, Vaughn pizza's dog pizza. That's deadly for them.
Yeah, well, everybody says everything's deadly for a dog.
This is what I got for you guys right here.
I was actually surprised. I went online and they said you could give peanut butter to a dog. I was shocked. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe it.
That's the thing. You know, you got people like queers like fucking Secular Opinion that smears peanut butter on their crotch and let the dog lick it off. You know that, right?
Damn. But anyway,
wow.
Like I said, this here is citrus pectin, and what it does, it breaks down in your stomach, and then it goes through the walls of your intestines, and it finds heavy metals like mercury.
Well, it goes through your whole body. I think it even excretes through your sin through sweat.
Yeah, it goes.
Too.
Yeah, it goes all through your body. But I mean, you know, it originally secretes through the intestines. But anyway, it goes throughout your body, and it hunts down heavy metals, mercury, chromium, magnesium. You know, magnesium is good for you, but I mean, you know, any kind of heavy metal that's bad for you, it hunts it down. It bonds to it, and then it goes right at the poop chute.
You won't believe how much like aluminum is.
You won't believe how much mercury is in your body.
So, yeah, mercury.
You'd be amazed. Because you think now normally you would think, well, I don't eat fish. Doesn't matter. A lot of foods have mercury in it, and they don't tell you.
That's a myth, actually. You would have to eat like 8 pieces of fish every day for like a year before mercury.
Guilty.
Well,
Guilty. Guilty.
Well, fish. I love fish.
I love fish. I can't help it. Dude, that big bag of Gordon's, that's only gonna last one day with me, pal. Lunch and supper, and then it's gone. Okay.
You know what? You know what's really bad? If you get these flu shots and COVID shots, those things are filled up to the brim with mercury.
Well, yeah. Here's what
you know, and that's why all these children have fucking mental problems.
Mental problems.
Because they're 6 weeks old.
Yeah.
I got vaccinated for COVID. For people who are watching, we're not giving you medical advice.
God damn it.
It's some faggoty talk. Yeah.
Anyway, they said it was. They said aluminum and mercury is necessary in the shot because it's
reserve and it helps.
If I like that, but yeah, those old paintings and shit from Hindus and stuff with all these blue people running around. That's not fake. That's from people taking colloidal silver. You take a lot of colloidal silver, you're going to turn blue, motherfucker.
Famous, the guy that's blue.
Yeah, and he turned blue.
For time.
Why are Christians like Nikki Haley, who's supposed to be a convert to Christianity, Chris Christie's supposed to be a devout Catholic,
right.
Rand DeSantimonious, he's supposed to be a Protestant. Why are these people lined up supporting a guy who's a goddamn atheist, who goddamn hates God? Zelensky hates God. He's an atheist. He says it publicly. He hates God.
And he's queer.
He's rounding up Christians. He's banning churches. He's putting people in prison who wants to practice religion. Why the fuck are you supporting that?
Correct.
And not only that, he doesn't allow voting. He declared himself dictator. He declared himself president for life.
All right,
and then you want to say, well, Trump is going to, if he gets in the second term, he's just going to declare himself a dictator. Zelensky's done that.
Go that way.
You know, Zelensky's a dictator for life. He's not allowing voting. He doesn't allow open voting. So Ukraine is not a democracy. It's not up for debate. Russia does have elections. Vaughn has his good fucking secret weapon right there. That's gonna knock your ass out right there, baby. That knock your socks right off your feet. Go take yourself some, what's it called? Citrus what?
Citrus pectin.
Yeah, what is it? Powder form pills?
Well, let's find out. Let's find out. I think it's pills.
Powder. You probably scoop it, put it in a drink.
I don't know. Hopefully it's powder. Because if it's big horse pills, I probably can't swallow them. I got a small mouth. And that comes from my dentist, by the way. The dentist actually got mad at me. And I said, why? What's the matter? He said, because your mouth is so small as an adult, it was extremely difficult for me to do my work. I'm like, damn, I got a mouth that small? He said, yeah.
Well, Vaughn, I've always known you as a big mouth personally, but I don't know.
Yeah, okay, it is powder.
Good.
And And
now this, what does it? Give me a smell. Give me a smell test.
it smells
Does it smell like
citrus.
oranges?
It smells like oranges. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Citrus.
It's
Yeah. Citrus.
yeah,
Orange.
it's
Lemon.
citrus, yeah.
Lime.
got a
grapefruit.
citrusy smell to it. But you know what? You know what pisses me
It's
off?
probably going to be so powerful, man. I would mix that in a water or drink.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want. Yeah, this is super concentrated. But here's the thing that upsets me. The bottle isn't even half full. That's what upsets me.
Yeah,
I
they
should have got
they
a
screw you,
full
right?
bottle.
Yeah, they
Not.
How many? No, what does the label say? How many ounces is supposed to be in there?
It's supposed to be 100 grams, which is
100 grams?
3.53 ounces.
What? How many ounces?
100 grams is 3.53 ounces. It says
3.5. What? 3 what?
3.53.
3.53 ounces? What the fuck?
Well, that's converting it from metric, right?
Oh, I guess. Okay.
You're converting it from metric. It's
3
100 grams.
ounces doesn't seem like much, man. That seems like nothing.
Well, I guess it's
How
very,
much was
very,
that bottle?
very,
$20, $30?
I don't remember. It's let me see here. Total carbohydrate 4 gram, dietary fiber 3 gram.
Oh, it has
Sodium.
fiber in it. That's good.
Sodium 180 milligram.
That's to help absorb it in the body. Yeah.
Right. Potassium, which is natural potassium. by
This
the way,
is the pinnacle of engaging entertainment here, folks, because I don't know who's sillier, them for doing this or for us for watching, but they're actually at a point, they're literally, Vaughn's got out his looking glass, and they're reading the sides of fucking bottles. This is where we're at, folks. This is, like, what is this? What are we doing here? Vaughn, you're killing me.
420 a milligram.
Oh, fuck me.
Well, now like I said,
You're going to be
potassium-
loaded up with potassium, Vaughn.
Well,
if
the
you take that every day.
potassium though is a natural. It's naturally occurring potassium, so it's not
Yeah.
harmful.
You know, potassium good for you.
Modified citrus pectin, 5 grams, and then pectin, a dietary fiber naturally present in citrus fruit, can be modified to create smaller fragments that can be utilized inside the body. Source Naturals modified citrus pectin provides cellular immune health.
I love John just gets up and walks away. Vaughn has no idea. Just keeps on keeping on.
Glycosyl fractions found in modified pectin are believed to be responsible for beneficial properties. These molecules appear to bind to and block galectin-3, a lectin on the surface of many cells that contributes to movement of cells within the body. These lectin binding properties are thought to help promote good health. So, okay. Caution, take as prescribed only with large amounts of fluids. If you do not drink enough liquid, the product may cause constipation. Discontinue use if intestinal discomfort or constipation occurs. If you are pregnant, you may become, if you're pregnant, may become pregnant or breastfeeding, on medication, or have diabetes or an intestinal disorder, consult your healthcare professional before using this product.
Well, you can't take it if you have diabetes. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why. Suggestions: use one
Vaughn's cooked.
teaspoon daily.
Vaughn is cooked.
Mix in a blender.
I am I am totally convinced that Von Helton has diabetes. Like, that's the problems with his legs and stuff. So if he has diabetes, and yeah, this could be tragic.
With 8 ounces of water, juice, or other liquid, and drink immediately. The powder's neutral taste mixes with natural flavors in foods, beverages, and soups. Okay, so 1 teaspoon a day. That won't last very long. That's not a lot. 1 teaspoon.
Well, what
a
I
day.
would do is I wouldn't take a tea. It said
I'm
it said
taking a
around
half a teaspoon a week, and we'll try that.
A whole teaspoon seems like a lot of.
That seems like a lot. Yeah.
I would just take like a little
tiny thing. Yeah, we're
like a
gonna do
little
tiny
thing.
thing of it and see how it does and see if it helps.
Now I do want to say I've been taking this apple cider vinegar gummies.
Right.
Non-GMO. I've been taking this over a month, 2 months now.
Yeah.
I do think this is a great way to get your apple cider vinegar in your system.
Right.
Really great way. I feel a little better. I feel a little more energy. And I do want to say ashwagandha. This is for helps with stress. It's like stress, diabetes, keeps your blood sugar in check. My blood sugar seems to be a little bit better.
Well,
and I also take men's 1 a day. This is what I take, men's 1 a day.
Yeah, men's 1 a day. Right.
It basically has vitamin A, vitamin B, D, E, K, Botin, niacin.
Oh, Jesus.
Helps with,
J-Docs is fucking... J-Docs. J-Dubs is getting the... he's hitting the vitamin cabinet here. He's next thing you know, he's going to read us what he uses for his menstrual cramps, for fuck's sakes. Like
copper, calcium, iron.
Like, literally, they're just reading fucking supplement bottles. Like, who cares?
I feel good now.
Oh, we're good.
So
whatever.
I don't know.
So at what point do you just say, we got nothing to talk about? Like, what's the point of doing a live stream? Other than we're, like, desperately lonely and for some reason prefer the company of other males. Then, like, I mean, one of them actually has a quote-unquote wife, but nope.
I think it works. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Maybe I'm delusional. It's all in my head.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
The hell else are they gonna talk about up here? Come on.
And then the Congress turns around and tells the hospitals, the urgent care, the nursing homes, don't give anybody ivermectin. Isn't that interesting? Gee, I wonder why your loving Congress did that shit to you. Now you say, Vaughn, you're exaggerating. No, I'm not.
And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is the only person running for president besides Vaughn who's been telling you for the past couple of decades that these shots are poisonous and they're killing you. So,
away from it is that they told the bean counters to go home. They said, go home, Trump has won.
Sorry, I'm trying to skip through here to get to it. Why is it every time they start talking about the shot, quote unquote, they got to start talking about elections, and it's always just tied together, right? Like it's... Oh, now they're having a cool down.
Very superstitious.
Each of them are sitting there chewing their maw. Vaughn breaks into song.
Right on the wall.
Like, again, at what point do you just say, like, okay, there's nothing to talk about today? It's just we've exhausted these topics. I'm going to go live my life now. We'll talk to you next time. Nope. We got to get more people calling into the show, though. I do support that. More call-ins to the show. That could be interesting. I'm not saying troll them or anything. I'm just saying it would be interesting if people actually called in. Depends if John, what mood he's in, if he wants to bother answering the phone, but I'm just saying, it's interesting.
Very superstitious.
But nobody watches when it's live. That's the problem. Just call him anytime. In fact, call him right now. Who cares? I think no one's going to watch when they're live. That's the problem. So there's the number. I'm just saying. Just check up on them once in a while.
From the looking glass. Let's see here.
I do want to say that it's the anniversary of the bombing of Pearl Harbor today.
Yesterday, yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday. Well, today? No, today, December 7th.
It's still today. Yeah, that's right. I get my days and nights mixed up because I get up real early in the morning to do morning coffee, and then I forget it's still the same day. Yeah. So, but yeah, December 7th, a day that will live in infamy. Yes. A day that will live in infamy. But yeah, it's an interesting time. The Bing is asking a question. Which battleship is sunk in Pearl Harbor at the memorial? Is it the USS Wisconsin, the USS Iowa, or the USS Arizona?
So
it wouldn't be Arizona because it wasn't a state in the Union.
So this live stream, quote unquote, was named Pearl Harbor, right? They have now been live out of I can't even, I gotta squint to see it, like just over an hour long live stream. They're at the 46 something minute mark, and they're just mentioning Pearl Harbor.
At the time.
We had all 50 states. In
Arizona wasn't a state until the 60s, I want to say.
Huh? What? No, we had Arizona in the 60s.
Arizona wasn't a state until way after the World War II.
Dude, we had Arizona in the 60s. Trust me.
Did we?
We had all 50 states.
Let me go back.
We had all 50 states after World War I.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. The states were ratified in the 1800s, bro. Trust me.
The Western Hemisphere of the United States wasn't colonized by America until 19. California didn't even come into existence in 1920 or something.
No, John.
Yes. What are you talking about, Vaughn?
No, 1800s, not 1900s. 1800s.
1800. Yes, there were people there and they were moving around, but it wasn't part of the United States.
They were there and they were moving around, and this is clearly a case of Mandela effect, folks. You're talking. See, Vaughn doesn't. He always forgets that he's from a different timeline.
Trust me.
Have all 50,
trust me, bro.
50
we had all 50 states in World War One.
50.
Trust me, we did. We had all 50 states in World War One. Trust me, we did. You can Google it if you like, but we had all 50 states in World War One. Trust me, okay? Trust me on this shit.
Yeah, I'm Googling it.
Google that shit. We had all 50 states in World War One.
Let's see. Why can't I get an answer?
I don't know. It should be a simple question.
See, Hawaii was. It says here, Hawaii wasn't part of the United States until 1959.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These states, not all 50 states were there. I don't know what you're talking about, Vaughn. All right, here it goes. I'm gonna go. Let's go by order. I'll fucking put it on the big screen. We'll do it together. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live, baby.
Do it live, people.
We'll do it live. Okay, let me blow it up like a Muslim so we can see it. All right. 1787 was Delaware. All right. 1788 Georgia. Let's see. These are the original states. 1790 Rhode Island, Vermont. 1803 was Northwest Territory. That's Iowa.
Ohio,
I'm sorry. Kentucky. There's Kentucky. 1792 Kentucky. Yep. All right.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
1819 Alabama, 1821 Missouri, Arkansas.
See, I told you, 1800s.
Okay, but look. Wyoming, 1890. Arizona, 1912. Okay, Arizona's 1912.
Okay.
Alaska's 1959. And Hawaii, 1959. Okay, I was a little off. I could have swore Arizona was later than 1912.
No. Now I am surprised. I am surprised by Alaska and Hawaii though, because I could have sworn we had those in World War II, but apparently we did not. All right, well, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, well, now I want to know when did California come in? Let me look for California. 1850. Okay,
1850. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. In 1814, we took a little trip along the mighty river called the mighty Mississippi.
I haven't heard that song in a
the-
fucking long while. What's that song about?
That song goes way back.
Damn.
Way back. 16 guns and what is it? 16 guns and the I want to say commies. 16 guns and the commies kept it coming.
And the Indians kept it coming,
commies.
I think. The Indians kept it coming.
Yeah, the Yankees kept it coming. I guess it is. I don't know.
I think isn't that song about
That's the South. That's the South. That's the song from the southern states. Yeah.
Right.
They
It's
were
about.
talking, I think they were talking about the.
It's about Andrew Jackson conquering Florida.
Yeah, Andrew Jackson was badass. Now he was. He was badass.
Andrew Jackson literally woke up one day and conquered Florida from the Spanish just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles.
One day he woke up and he just says, "I'm going to conquer Florida for the United States," and he just got up and fucking defeated the Spanish.
Yeah,
he got a couple of guys, kicked the Spanish out, and that's how Florida got part of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, well, fuck this.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. Yeah, fuck it. I can do it. You know.
The Spanish had Florida. They had the Spanish had Florida, and they had what else did they have? Did they have Mexico at the time? They had Florida. I guess they had Mexico too.
Florida, Mexico, yeah.
And see, that's why it's a bit disingenuous for the Mexicans to claim the land belongs to them, because it didn't belong to them. It belonged to Spain. It didn't belong to them. And so it's a bit disingenuous of the Mexicans to try to claim the land belongs to them. This Conquista and bullshit. Yeah, no, no. Land didn't belong to them. It belonged to Spain, if it belonged to Spain at all. But actually, it was the French fur traders who had that land, because we kept pushing them west. Remember? We kept pushing them farther, and we kept pushing the French farther and farther west. And then when they didn't have nowhere west to go, then they went north up into Canada, and they're still up into Canada today. Ottawa, Canada, for example. Okay, but that's where
Quebec,
we get Louisiana
not Ottawa. Ottawa is English. Quebec.
Or Quebec, I mean. Louisiana Purchase, folks. Who did we buy that from? The Mexicans, the Spanish? No, we bought that from the French.
And we bought that for really cheap, like
we
$8
bought it really
million.
cheap too. Yeah, we did a good job on that shit. We did real good.
And we bought Alaska from the from the Ruskies. Alaska.
Okay, well now, where do you think all them French went to when we bought a Louisiana Purchase? They went west. They all went west. Okay,
go
and
west, young man. Right, that was the Manifest Destiny slogan. Go west.
Yeah. Go west, young man. Go west. Yeah, exactly. And so they kept going west. We kept going west. And then when there was nowhere west to go, the French all went north and settled into Canada. And they're still there to this day. Good day, mate. All that shit. Hey. But the French went north.
What the hell was that?
Go except north. And so that's what they done.
What was that? He was trying to do something French and he just drew a blank because he has no fucking clue. Wait a minute, they went west and then they went north into Canada? That would put them over on the west coast. What? Here, just a sec.
But and that's why
I gotta see this again.
The French Quarter in Louisiana, which is a huge chunk of Louisiana, is French, is because we bought it from the French. We didn't buy it from the damn Mexicans. That's a lie. And if the land was purchased by anyone, it would have belonged to Spain, not Mexico. Mexico didn't exist until what? Till Teddy Roosevelt came along. Well, hell, that was what, the late 1800s? Okay. Before then, though, the Spanish owned that land, if they owned it at all.
Yeah,
but
Mexico,
like I said, my understanding is that the French fur traders had that land, and we just kept pushing the guys west, buying up the land, and when they didn't have nowhere west to go, they went north.
Mexico wasn't even united until the Spanish came and unified all that. Like those were all different Native American tribes that were killing each other and slaughtering each other. And those Mexican Native American tribes were some of the most brutal, savage people.
Oh, they were extremely brutal.
I love how I love this revisionist history. Like we're supposed to believe like Native Americans are these like peaceful, angelic beings of light and goodness. Like Native Americans were just sitting around and they're smoking their peace pipe and their teepees, holding hands, singing Kumbaya. And the evil white man came and just slaughtered them all. Like Trump would say, false, fake news, false.
Right. And it is fake news.
Okay, the Native Americans. They estimate that that Native Americans before the white man ever showed up, if you want to call Spaniards white, I guess technically they are European. They're white.
Yeah, they're European. They're
if
white.
you want to call it the white, they didn't see themselves as white. They saw themselves as Latino, which is, again, white is like a modern day term that we came up with.
Right.
Like if you went back in time and you asked Spanish people and Portuguese people what they were, they would say, well, we're Spanish, we're Portuguese.
Right.
And you say, well, you're white, right? And they would look at you like, what do you mean we're white? What does that mean?
Yeah, there was
right?
no
They
term like
didn't
that, I
have
don't
the
think.
concept of like, you know, white and black and yellow and red. That's something we come up with. So anyway, my point being is, historically speaking, they estimate that like 200 million Native Americans.
Yeah, so ancient people never noticed the difference between. They never committed genocides or racial fucking, took slaves or based on. Not always. It's mostly economic. I don't want to get spot. That was just a really dumb statement. Anyways,
Americans were brutally butchered and killed by other Native Americans. That's how many dead Native Americans.
They were constantly at war with each other.
So they were constantly at war with each other. At best, the white man, if you want to believe the bullshit about we killed them and all that, at most 20 million.
At most.
Right? So 200 million, 20 million.
Right.
All right.
Not
now,
even a
you're going to
fraction.
have conflict. You're going to have war. Of course, when you have this open land, right? And let me give you this analogy. You have a mansion, right? And you have this big house, Vaughn, and there's 100 rooms in this house, and you have one guy living in one room, right? And you have 99 vacant rooms. You can't say that one guy owns all 100 rooms, right? It's empty. The whole fucking mansion's empty, right? That's how the United States was in 1500s. Okay, the white man showed up in 1492, and they saw this big empty house. It was just land with nothing in it. So they came, and they built settlements. Okay, and you had a bunch of Native Americans that were just scattered around. They weren't doing anything. They were like you would think, smoking the marijuana in the peace pipe, right?
Right.
Killing each other. That's what they were doing. They were smoking the peace pipe and killing each other. That's what their day entailed, right? They weren't sitting around.
history with J-dubs. This is, folks, I'm Canadian, so I've American history wasn't a major focus of our history education. We learned some of this, but what I do know, I'm pretty sure that this isn't 100% accurate, but
inventing things or doing things with their life. They didn't accomplish anything with mathematics or science. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just saying this is the reality of the facts, okay?
Had the white man not come, Indians would still be living in teepees.
Right.
They would still be
and
making leather by hand.
Genuinely. If let's say we put a fence around Europe and the white man never left Europe, how long would it take for Native Americans to build a New York City or Los Angeles?
Never.
It would never happen.
Never. We have people that live in the Congo that still live in mud huts. They never advanced.
True, yeah.
They never advanced at all.
You still have Bushmen. You still have the Bushmen.
And the Bushmen, right? The bush. Yeah, correct. The Bushmen.
They're hunting. They're hunting monkeys and eating monkey brains. That's what they're doing.
They would have never ever advanced. They would have stayed the same.
Right. So if anything, white people were if you want to call it, Spanish people were a net positive. They brought civilization. They brought advancement. They brought shit here. Okay, you can't say, well, Native Americans had everything the Spanish had. No, they didn't. Okay, moccasins, which is just a dead rabbit fur on your shoes, isn't the same as what the Spanish had. Leather boots that were waterproof. Okay.
Well, just to be clear, I mean, again, I don't want to get too deep on this whatever the hell this is. But even if we put aside all the craziness, they brought advancement for themselves, not the people living there. So it's still not a great thing for these people. Who cares, even if they were still hunting rabbits and stuff, which is just a whole... let's not even get into that.
That's not... You can't even compare the two, okay?
They didn't even have horses. Native Americans, they were
No,
running
the horses were
barefoot.
brought over here by the Spaniards.
Exactly. They didn't even have
They didn't have horses.
transportation. They didn't
Not
have
originally.
anything.
Yeah, they didn't originally have horses. The horses were brought over here by the
native
Spaniards.
to North America. Horses come from Asia. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't even have roads. Native Americans had dirt paths. They walk on
they
the
didn't have
grass
roads.
and it made a dirt path. They didn't have roads. They didn't have a network of roads, right? Rome had fucking network of roads in 40 BC.
That's a good point too that someone brought up. You can't stop for every dumb thing these guys say. You know what I mean? That's why I just sit back and be quiet for most of it, because if you stop for everything, you'll never get through these videos, right? But I mean, it is kind of funny. J-Dubs is like, you know, comparing the Spaniards and the natives, right? Oh, look at the natives. They're wearing like animal skins, but the Spaniards brought them leather. It's like, wow.
We're what the Native Americans had, a little tiny little settlement with a pyramid, where on top of the pyramid they killed someone for the sun god. Oh, whip-de fucking do. You're telling me that's advanced civilization? No, it's not an advanced civilization. It's a primitive civilization. Egyptians had that thousands of years ago. Putting a brick on top of a brick isn't doing much. I mean, yeah, it's pretty impressive if you're a primitive person. But if you're an intelligent, civilized human being, putting a brick on top of a brick isn't really much to go by. But I'm not trying to be mean. It's just this is the reality. You know, white people brought advancement. I mean, we should, you know, yeah, they were conflict of obviously going to have different cultures and different religions.
Well, wait a minute. Did he? Can you guys verify this? I know it's delayed, but can you give me a 1 in the chat if he just said white men or white people, whatever? He says white people, we brought advancement. Did he say a we? Can we confirm that? I think I can go back 10 seconds. I want to hear that because that's important. Put this in your pocket. This is important.
It's just this is the reality. You know, white people brought advancement. I mean, we should, you know, yeah, they were conflict of obviously going to have different cultures and different religions, different culture, different political beliefs, different economic beliefs. Of course, there's going to be conflict, but at the end of the day, these people didn't do anything. They didn't have anything.
No, they would have never advanced. I can.
Now
assure
that's
you.
not saying they're bad people. I'm not saying Native
they're
Americans
not
are bad
people. They would have
They
never
just didn't
advanced.
have anything. They just didn't give anything.
I heard him kind of wheeze a wee there. I thought he said it much clearer. Maybe I have to go back more. I don't want to like just rerun it. The reason that's important is because the big excuse that he and Vaughn both used, even recently on streams we watched, for criticizing the hate against the white man, is because they claim they're not white. Yes, stay with me. Von Helm, we know, claims to be a native, but there's some Irish loophole that John tries to use that he's technically not a white person, so it's okay for him to cry about the hate against the whites or something. But I'm pretty sure he says we. Fuck it. I'm going to go back.
Like obviously, you're going to have different cultures and different religions, different culture, putting a brick on top of a brick isn't doing much. I mean, yeah, it's pretty impressive if you're a primitive person, but if you're an intelligent, civilized human being, putting a brick on top of a brick isn't really much to go by. But I'm not trying to be mean. It's just this is the reality. You know, white people brought advancement. I mean, we should, you know, yeah, they were conflict.
That's hard to say. I just I don't know if that's what I heard. I have to admit that is because he could. That's plausible deniability there, but I mean, we all know they're both white, right? Like, there's no real. Anyways,
obviously, you're going to have different cultures and different religions, different culture, different political beliefs, different economic beliefs. Of course, there's going to be conflict, but at the end of the day,
these people didn't do anything. They didn't have anything.
No, they would have never advanced. I can
Now
assure
that's
you.
not saying they're bad people. I'm not
Yeah,
saying Native
they're
Americans are
not bad people. They would have
They
never
just didn't
advanced.
have
though.
anything. They just didn't
would have
give
never
anything. They
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would have never advanced. There's no way. Pardon me.
White people had giant skyscrapers and castles and giant ships called the Man of
Correct.
War, like huge ships that hold thousands of people, and cannonballs and muskets and giant. You know, they just had what did the Native Americans have? Little canoes, a little kayak. You're going to say, well, they invented a kayak. Oh, whip-de-doo. I mean, you know, did they have a giant warship that held thousands of people?
No.
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 You know, it's just saying, I'm not trying to be mean, but they didn't have much. They didn't do
they
much.
didn't have
Warship? Who the hell? Again, I'm not a history. This history is not necessarily my strong point, folks. But really, did the first Europeans? How many people did the Mayflower actually hold? Like, let's be real here. Like, they had warships that held wooden warships that held thousands of people. I'm not. Again, maybe Mandela effect. I don't know. I'm not convinced of that, folks.
And that's the thing, you know. They would, but yeah, I'm very safe in saying that had the white man not come over here, they would still be living in teepees. They would have never advanced at all. They would still be living the way they lived back in the 1700s, 1600s, 1500s.
Right.
They would have never changed.
They would be walking around naked with their moccasins.
Right.
Hunting buffalo. That's what they would be doing.
Hunting buffalo. That's right.
Right. So, I mean, you know, now Native Americans have a life. They have things now. I mean, they should be happy.
Technology.
I'm not saying the history's perfect. I'm not saying it's wonderful, the history.
No.
You're saying now you have televisions. Now you have computers and internet and
things that can
improve
your quality of life. Well, I mean, think about dysentery. Think about, you know, all the things that would have killed them off. You know, I mean, who knows what would have happened if white men hadn't come along with medicine. And remember, folks, original medicine actually cured you. It didn't just make you sicker. It actually cured you.
This is just so stupid. It was like the Europeans that brought them fatal diseases and pox blankets and firewater
and we got away from that though because nobody was making any money off of it. And but originally medicine actually cured you.
And you shouldn't really make medicine. You shouldn't even make money off of medicine. I mean, medicine should.
So, remember, Vaughn claims to be Cherokee, though he knows absolutely nothing about being a Cherokee. Like, if you were to ask him, like, anything about, like, you know, anything about being a Cherokee, he would have no idea at all.
It should be like, you know, we know the information. We understand what plant does what.
Yeah.
We know that there's natural healing properties of the earth, and the earth produces plants and medicines naturally from the earth that come from the earth. It's already documented for thousands of years.
So remember this, folks. Remember this, folks. So it was the Europeans, apparently, according to these two, that actually showed the indigenous people of North America that they could live off the land and heal themselves. Now remember, these are the same Europeans. Well, not the same. If we're going to talk ridiculousness, let's take it to its full conclusion here, folks. But what I'm saying is, just keep in mind, right? I believe the whole point of Thanksgiving, right, was the fact that the Europeans probably would have starved because they didn't even know how to fucking work the land properly, right? They had to have the species of the whole thing with the maize and all that. Anyways, god damn it.
I mean, but people don't want to do that. People want. I mean, I guess you can, if you want to put the white man down. Unfortunately, the white man does rely too much on pharmaceuticals and chemicals.
I need GMAN. Someone get a hold of GMAN now.
You know?
R. Azrael donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Other than get credit for a molestache, what has J-Dubs invent?
Oh, he hasn't done shit. Speaking of molestache, I wonder if I have that picture. I don't know. There's him. There we go, folks. There's someone you want at least 500 meters from any public park, playground, shopping mall.
Pipeline built across their land using eminent domain.
Okay, moccasins, which is just a dead rabbit fur on your shoes, isn't the same as what the Spanish had. Leather boots that were waterproof. Okay,
The natives, they didn't know how to work leather. Anyways,
you can't even compare the two. Okay, they didn't even have horses. Native Americans, they were running.
The horses were brought over here by the Spaniards.
Exactly. They didn't even have.
They didn't have horses.
They didn't have
Not originally.
anything.
Yeah, they didn't originally have horses. The horses were brought over here by the Spaniards.
To North America. Horses come from Asia. I mean, they didn't even have roads. Native Americans had dirt paths. They walk on the grass and it made a dirt path. They didn't have roads. They didn't have a network of roads, right? Rome had fucking network of roads in 40 BC. Where what the Native Americans had, a little tiny little settlement with a pyramid, where on top of the pyramid they killed someone for the sun god. Oh, whip-de fucking do. You're telling me that's advanced civilization? No, it's not an advanced civilization. It's a primitive civilization. Egyptians had that thousands of years ago. Putting a brick on top of a brick isn't doing much. I mean, yeah, it's pretty impressive if you're a primitive person. But if you're an intelligent, civilized human, I mean, did they have a giant warship that held thousands of people?
No.
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 It's just saying. I'm not trying to be mean, but they didn't have much. They didn't.
No, they didn't have hardly anything.
They didn't have anything.
And that's the thing. They would. But yeah, I'm very safe in saying that had the white man not come over here, they would still be living in teepees. They would have never advanced at all. They would still be living the way they lived back in the 1700s, 1600s, 50s.
I may have not got the little slip from J-Dubs, but I definitely got it from Vaughn, because he keeps referring to the indigenous peoples in the modern context, present day, as they. Not meaning they in the past. They as a people would still be, right? Listen to the language he's using. And he claims to be Cherokee. This is like, folks.
1500s.
Right.
They would have never changed.
They would have never changed.
Naked with their moccasins.
Right.
Hunting buffalo. That's what they would be doing.
Hunting buffalo. That's right.
Right. So I mean, now Native Americans have a life. They have things now. I mean, they should be happy.
Technology.
I'm not saying the history's perfect. I'm not saying it's wonderful, the history.
No.
You're saying now you have televisions. Now you have computers and internet and
things that can
improve
your quality of life. Well, I mean, think about dysentery. Think about all the things that would have killed them off. I mean, who knows what would have happened if white men hadn't come along with medicine. And remember, folks, original medicine actually cured you. It didn't just make you sicker. It actually cured you. And we got away from that though because nobody was making any money off of it. And but originally medicine actually cured you.
And you shouldn't really make medicine. You shouldn't even make money off of medicine. I mean, medicine should be. It should be like we know the information. We understand what plant does what. Yeah. We know that there's natural.
You know who didn't charge for medicine? Natural medicine from the forests and the land. Indigenous people.
Healing properties of the earth, and the earth produces plants and medicines naturally from the earth that come from the earth. It's already documented for thousands of years, and all we have to do is utilize that. I mean, but people don't want to do that. People want it's. I mean, I guess you can, if you want to put the white man down. Unfortunately, the white man does rely too much on pharmaceuticals and chemicals. I mean that's the problem with modernism, but. At the end of the day, you're treating only the symptoms and not really curing the illness. And we should do that. We should cure the illness. But unfortunately, not making money doesn't really appease people. You know, people are greedy, people are selfish.
Well,
people want to make money.
What are we doing?
Yep.
How did we get to this? How do we get back to this? It's supposed to be a stream about Pearl Harbor. This is just ridiculous, right? I swear CERN must have turned on their machine or whatever, but like what is he babbling about? But see, here's the difference, J-Dub. I'll tell you, here's a real simple explanation why it costs money to get medical attention in the Western world, in the civilized European world, J-Dubs, because you have a choice. You can have an actual medical professional who is accredited and has something that says, I've done the work, that I can actually diagnose you. Or you can go the free route and have a shaman with a rattle over you in a sweat lodge while you're sharing the peace pipe. So, there's your options, J-Dub.
Yep, they want to make money. That's pretty much it.
That being said, Vaughn, last words before we go over and start killing?
Yeah. I'm working on, well, let's see. I think I already mentioned it. I'm working on a horse lamp. I have several types. I'm going to have saddles on it. I'm going to have regular horses, and I'm going to have wagon wheels for lamps, little, table lamps. It's going to look really, really nice, man, when I get them done. They'll look really nice. They look kind of creepy now because I'm doing different color shades to find out where all the parts go. But so it looks kind of creepy now. Let me show you what it looks like right now, because it looks kind of creepy now. But trust me, it'll look fine when I get it done. But it's just, I'm doing it now to where everybody can see, I'm trying to get to where all the parts are. When you explode the mesh with the UV mapping, it doesn't even look like a horse, as you can see over here on the
what is he?
right.
What is he?
Like
Listen, this little thing has been gold. Like, what the hell is he working on horses now? First he has the fucking pedo ring. And then that whatever the hell that was that we just listened to. And now he's working on horse mods, folks. What's wrong with this one?
I have to go through each little square here and find out where it is on the horse. Okay?
You know where it is.
For example, here's the upper thigh of the front thigh here. And it happens to be represented by this square right here. Put a nice saddle on there as well. And it's very low poly. It's only like 1,000 poly.
He's gonna saddle it up, folks.
In fact, let me bring that up real quick and show you. Statistics. Here we go. Show in the box. There we go. Yeah, 1,038 polys. And so yeah, but it's going to look really, really nice when I get it done. Of course, I got to close this all down because we're going to go play some Breakpoint. But
yeah, that's pretty cool looking horse.
But yeah, it's going to be really nice. It's going to be really, really nice. And no, I don't want to save it because I'm still working on it. But yeah,
no, I've never been in a sweat lodge.
Nice. Everything will be just great, and
everything will be hunky dory.
So, anyways, J-Dubs, once I put the vagina on the horse,
right?
I'm booting up Breakpoint. Are you restarting your computer, or are you just jumping right in?
Do what now?
Are you going to restart your computer, or are you just
I probably need to restart. It's it's been a while since I've restarted, so I'll probably restart. But that don't take just a few minutes.
Right.
So I'll restart and then I'll meet you there. Okay.
All right, buddy. For those who are watching, have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow.
Yep. And don't forget to buy me a cup of coffee down there and put John in the poorhouse.
Thanks a lot, Vaughn.
You're welcome.
Rubbing it in.
Anytime, John.
yeah. So he's got horse vag to work on. We know what he's doing with that horse. He's gonna put a big fat dick on it, and then he's gonna put a big fat pussy on the back, and he's gonna ride that baby into the sunset. Oh my God, what a pair. Anyways, folks, actually that was a pretty good hangout. I think there's some stuff to be mined out of that. I think my goodness, I might have to go back through that one and make sure I have a copy. Folks, thanks for joining. Thumbs it up on the way out if you don't mind. As you can see, if you're joining late, we have in the house the Golden Lcow 2023. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? Let me move it in. Maybe put a hand there. I don't know, so you can see it in all its glory. You see that right there, folks. Whose mantle will call this home? At the end of 2023, it's anyone's game, folks. It's anyone's game. Keep tuning in to find out. Of course, we're going to have a Christmas special. That's coming around the corner. Oh, my goodness. Folks, we got so much to do. Yeah, let's call it a night. And thanks for joining and all that good stuff.